All right, everyone, welcome. We are back for sulfur-wise coverage of the Daniel Negreanu versus Doug Polk high stakes feud. The players are sitting. We are already in action. Doug Polk is up $617,000. And I am back joined by Matt, John, Berky, high stakes regular, been in the scene for 15 plus years. And of course, it is myself, Christian Soto Vasquez. And I am excited for another long session. The players have played 14,500 hands out of the total of 25,000. I am on the left side of the screen. As you can see, I have upgraded my status in the world as Bitcoin has plummeted, and I am again poor.
I feel good on the right. I look nice. I look real nice.
It's where you belong the whole time. Remember.
I understand.
So,
I've never been middle named before without getting the full Matthew. Usually, whenever the middle name follows, I'm getting yelled at by a family member. It's Matthew John Berky.
Well, I try to accommodate all things. A little bit of friendship with the short name, a little bit of formality with the middle name. I got it all. How are you feeling today? Session number 26 of this match.
I feel good. I would like them to hurry up and exchange a bunch of money. Entertain me. That's what I'm here for.
Have you not been entertained?
I've been a little entertained the last few sessions. It's been nice seeing my man make a little bit of a comeback. I feel like I'm watching a crypto ticker at the moment.
A Rocky fight. It's a Rocky fight.
Yeah. You've never seen the Rocky movies, apparently.
I've seen the one where he was like getting beat up and then he came back. Isn't that the whole storyline?
Yeah, but like usually he's just like getting pummeled and then he's suddenly pummeling them.
Whatever happened to the dude with that he was like kind of like his guy coming up? I think he got like AIDS or something.
What?
Like in real
Tommy
life.
Gunn?
Yeah.
Oh, Tommy Gunn.
Yeah, Tommy Gunn.
That was Rocky 5, man. That was the worst Rocky ever made. Everybody knows that.
Tommy Gunn, yeah. I think Tommy Gunn, for real, man, he ended up getting AIDS in real life.
I think you're right, actually. Hello from the back row of an undisclosed New Jersey movie theater.
Yes, my man Stefan or Stefan. I'm not sure. I'm gonna stop giving up on. You guys tell me how to pronounce your names.
little callback to your movie theater story. Back in the day, wifing up a little shorty in the back row.
I don't know about wifing, but we were slamming. Anyway, 985 on the left table. 2 spades. Check.
Oh man, Christ!
It was my mother's birthday this weekend. It's actually officially today, so I will briefly take a 5-minute break after a couple of these hands to cut the cake.
Wait, whose birthday is it today?
It's my mother's 60th birthday.
Oh, I thought it was yesterday.
No. Well, we celebrated because today's Monday, but we celebrated it through the weekend.
She gets a birthday week.
Yeah, man, she deserves it.
Today's Lynn's birthday also.
3 bets on... Oh, no, excuse me. This was a check. It could be a 3-bet, actually.
Check raise. Pretty sure.
Check raise. Okay, nice hand, Daniel. I kind of feel like he blocked. He like third potted raised and then 3-bet. I could be wrong, though.
Possible.
It's very unlikely.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
4 bets on table 2. That is the purple table. 10,800. Players are coming out swinging today. This is a lot of early action.
Man, there's something exciting about the 4-bet call. Because I feel like it doesn't... I feel like there aren't a lot of 4-bet folds. We've seen this from Doug before.
It was usually been on the queen high flop, not as much on the jack high flop, but I assume it's the same hand classes a fair amount.
Yeah.
So maybe like some king jack. Well,
It's a really bad card for
King
Doug.
Jack. Yeah, well,
I would think we'd see less shoving here.
I don't know what's gonna happen. This hand is over my pay grade for sure. The lead is I mean from what we saw in that Queen 10 breakdown, there's like a fair amount of leading on like those kind of cards. King,
Ace
Queen.
is wow. I kind of dig the King Queen lead. Turn King makes a lot of sense to check. Ran into it. He just ran into it. I kind of like the lead, but I also kind of have to ask why. Because at that sizing, Ace King and Ace Queen are not folding. So is it just to be all in on turn bricks?
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna speculate that one. I think like that's his bluffs on those kind of cards. Like he's leading King Jack and Jack 10 maybe.
Yeah,
and
it makes sense. He does a lot of blocking around the Jack. You're gonna want to choose hands that wrap around the Jack. It's just kind of curious to me because the functionality of it seems to. I mean, I guess like we build from value down to bluffs, not the other way around. So this is just an instance of like finding bluffs that.
Well, he also just like gets some hands to fold like Ace 5 or something that 4-bet pre.
Okay, yeah. So some better does fold, I suppose. Is your argument here? That makes sense. I was thinking about hands that like actually dominate him rather than are just slight favorites.
Another 4-bet table
makes
number
sense.
1.
Got my Sonny Boy jerky. Just got a new shipment in. Been mashing it.
I believe Daniel's up 40,000, so potentially that graphic is a little bit off in the middle of the screen. As you see, Daniel up an early 30. I will exit the scene in 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Man, it's a good thing that this is very lucky. There was a small chance that I was gonna miss the first hour today because I can only train between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. or 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. So obviously Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I try to go early, or I do go early. But I didn't fall asleep until like 3:45 last night. So I was like, I might have to like leave Chin on his own for the first hour. Like I can't miss this workout. 75 hard, you know, like I gotta be out there getting grizzled and cutting shit. Bro, alarm went off at 7:30. I was fucking sitting straight up like as if it was middle of the day and I had just slept for 12 hours. I was ready to rock.
I'm glad you have an alarm. I don't have an alarm.
Must be nice.
My passion wakes me up.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's true.
About what time's that? About noon? 12:30?
Nah, bro. 8 a.m. 3-bet lead on the flop. Small bet, 25%. Turn King of Hearts. 75% now. Nice hand. Nice hand, Daniel. Almost 90,000 on that purple table. Session 26. It's been a ride. I mean, how many sessions do you think until this is over? So halfway mark was like what, 23 or so?
I think 21 was halfway. 22 maybe.
So we might see like 42 sessions somewhere on that
40
vicinity.
was yeah, I said the over under would be like 40 because they're playing longer sessions now. I think they've been averaging like 750 per session since they've restarted. So we're looking at 10.5, something in the neighborhood of like 13 more sessions, give or take.
You think there's 13 more sessions from this point until the end?
Mm-hmm. I think 40 is a really good line.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
not.
he's definitely playing.
Maybe 38's a better line. 39, 38 and a half, something like that. 38 and a half, I would take over. 40, I think I would take under.
If you're all enjoying the show, please make sure you hit the subscribe, the like button. Tell your friends. Berkey is here, high stakes regular. He's just in all the famous shows. You've seen him on TV before, and you can tell your friends that Berkey's doing commentary. It'll be really fun.
Guys, we're gonna get after it whenever Christian goes to cut this cake. We're in these streets. You're gonna hear some shit.
You're gonna hear Berkey chewing on the beef jerky.
I'm fueling up on the jerky now so I can get ready for this grind.
I will exit after this 3-bet pot. Ace, Jack, 9, Rainbow on the blue table. Ace of Diamonds, Jack of Clubs, and 9 of Hearts. Goes with the small size.
Kid finally gets to the left and he just dips. That's a power move.
Jack of Diamonds is a pretty interesting card. Jack of Diamonds should be more present in Doug's range than Daniel's, given the 3-bet and bet flop. Although Daniel will have some Jack of Diamonds Jack coverage, like maybe some King Jack.
I think more specifically he'll have like Jack 10. His weaker jacks are probably more inclined to bet the flop, right? They unblock a lot of the hands he wants to fold or charge, protect against.
Yeah. I think all the jacks bet sometimes. It's just like,
yeah,
you know, it's like whatever, like he just has to figure out that frequency himself. Check is good news for Daniel. Although Doug will have some traps. He goes with the 75%.
7's a nice card for Doug to start repping when he has King 10, Queen 10. Probably does a little less turn bluffing with those hands as well. I guess Daniel just has like a pure bet call versus a shove. No, he can't, right? He can't just pure bet call all of his ace-x here.
No.
Doug's only play is to really shove call or fold, obviously. Like, he's not going to put in another raise. All right,
everyone. I will leave you with Daniel up $35,000. Hopefully, when I return, I will see that number go up.
Tell Mama Junior we said happy birthday.
Now he's up 45,000. Thank you, and thank you, Daniel and Brown. I will be right back. I will leave you in good hands. Enjoy the show.
All right, let's see what's going on in this chat. You guys are out of line early, I'm sure. What up, Odyssey? I see you out there on the grind. Went to Texas for a few days. Still getting his 75 hard workouts in. Drinking that water. That's what we do. Cheers to you, my man. Did I ever get that sponsor deal? Nah, man. Nah, they sold me down the river. But, you know, if Jack Link's beef jerky wants to come along, we got a little bit of that too. They got a new sugar-free product that I'm pumped to dive into. Does Chin own Sulfur Y now that he's on the left side? I don't know, man. I don't know. This kid's feeling his oats. Gets position on me. Has to conveniently dip out. It's a power move, right? It's like, you run the stream. Get the fuck out of here. I respect it. Part of the punishment for me showing up 10 minutes late to pre-production. I deserve it. I deserve every minute of it. Raise and take it from Daniel. Here we see a single raise pot on the right. Looks as though it went check, check, flop, king 10, 6. Turn is the king of clubs. Don't expect too much big bet leading there out of Daniel, so that makes sense. We're to see about third pot. A little bit less, actually. 7 is a somewhat advantageous card for him. He's going to have some bluffs like Jack 8, Jack 9. Queen Jack feels a little bit too strong to go for it, but I could see Daniel mostly operating out of the big bet tree here. He does like to check. He'll be doing that with some club give-ups, some ace deuce of diamonds. Interesting. So the ace deuce is protection betting the turn, I guess. Okay. Big pot here on table blue. We have what appears to be a 3-bet C-bet pot. So looks like about a half pot stab on the flop. Turn pairs the 4. That's usually a pretty good card for the out of position 3-better. Daniel does elect to check. We have seen Daniel implement some traps here, but given that the 4 brought a backdoor, I think we're going to see a little bit less of it unless he has King X of hearts. Very viable. Could have King Queen of hearts, Ace King of hearts. King Queen of hearts seems like the most probable quote unquote trappy check on the river. He just kind of has the board locked down, and Doug is wide open to bluffing. He'll also just have a lot of give ups, I suppose.
My apologies. The cake is not here yet. Sisters are getting.
Okay. Where'd your mic go? There we go. I don't know what you did, but all of the background static disappeared. Amazing. Sounds great.
Building my own studio.
Bro, we're prepared for it, man. We've done a lot of fucking production work in these days.
No BTC ticker today. LOL, says Chris Rams.
You
try
know,
to keep it positive. Try to keep a positive vibe.
It's funny. I don't even notice. I haven't even checked. I have no idea where it's at right now. I just know it's sub 40, and I heard it's breaching 30.
Sub 40, man. That's nice.
Oh.
That's one nice way to put it.
Do you have the stream up, right? Like, so you can see comments and stuff?
Yes.
Do you have the volume on?
No.
Oh, I feel like I hear an echo in the background, but maybe I'm just losing my mind a little bit. It sounded like a TV in the doctor's office. Actually, it might have been my phone though.
Check raise in position raise on the river, facing the river quarter pot.
Single raise pot, so we're probably going to see a fair amount of like ace 5, ace 7, ace 3 hands that don't mind checking down to the river and then finding a raise. Probably not very much one pair ace X. I'm not going to have too much ace king, ace queen as played, I don't think.
Maury says, sorry, I am fasting and now Chin got me fantasizing about cake. I feel that, man. Sometimes I've been abstinent, whatever.
Abstinent.
You guys know what the
Talking about food or sex?
Sex. Anyway.
Okay.
I've been abstaining.
Mm-hmm.
And then a girl sends me a photo, and then I start fantasizing about that. So I feel you, man. I understand the problems.
Sends me a photo, he says. What kind of photo?
The photo that forces you to fantasize about sex. That's a different degree for everybody.
Are we talking scantily clad, or are we talking like full on nude? What are we looking at here, Chinny? What are we working with?
Try not to kiss and tell too much, man. I already give enough information.
Do you get like the topless shot, or do you get like the look behind booty shot? You know what does it for you? Let's optimize the nude game here.
I mean, I get both shots, but I don't know like.
Well, which one are you preferring here in volume? You know, that's basically what I'm getting.
Well, as the whole community knows, like I am a leg and ass guy first. So that does it for me first.
Okay, I'm with you there. So, actually, I'm very much with you.
That's what it is. What do you want me to do?
Chop
it up.
It's crazy, man. Like girls put a lot of effort into their nudes. They look like professional models. You know, like done in a studio. Like they got the lights, they got the ring light up. You know, they got the phone on a timer in the middle of the ring light. And then they're like working angles and like trying to get lines. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I don't do all that. I just tell her, if you're gonna do all that, just send the video and we're good. Anyway, my family's ready for me.
Your mother is watching.
She does watch these streams actually. She appreciates it. She knows the deal. Anyway,
All right, once
She
again,
she wants a grandkid.
tell her we said happy birthday. She ain't getting a grandkid from anybody you're sexting with.
We'll never know, man.
Not on purpose, anyway.
We'll see what we can do. Anyway, I'll be right back. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. It's a fascinating way to leave us. Wrap it up indeed, Christian Soto. Wrap it up indeed. Murray says, I just want a photo of Berkey holding a cake. The problem is, Murray, if I hold a cake, I eat a cake. You see, I am what is known as an addict when it comes to the sugars. So out of sight, out of mind, no problem. But if you put it in front of me, it's a nightmare, man. I fuck some shit up. I don't mess around, you know. I will eat an entire cake. I'll eat an entire pizza. I don't care. Gotta finish it. It's all about them goals. Table purple. We get to the river. One liner. Flush completes. Doug bets 3/4 pot and wins. Table blue. It looks like we were in a single raise pot. Big bet flop. Check, check, turn. And now Doug is block betting river with the 6. Daniel has the 7s. Just had him pipped. Sort of. Another single raise flop. 7-7 deuce, 2 spades. We'll see a lot of small betting here by Doug. Some check raising by Daniel. He'll choose some diamonds, some hands that wrap around the 7. Perhaps 8-9. There it is. God, I'm like a goddamn oracle. Doug's gonna fold very little to this size. Getting laid pretty significant price, almost 4-1. 8 is a pretty advantageous card for Daniel, I would think. As we mentioned, he's going to use hands that wrap around the 7 as best as possible. Now, the 8 of clubs does reduce some combinations that Daniel could have used, as he would want to be blocking 8-7 of clubs. He goes third pot on the turn. That's kind of interesting. That's very indicative of having 8x in range. I would have imagined he would have skewed a little bit more towards like 3/4 pot, since his most natural bluffs are 9, 10, 5, 6. But he probably is a lot wider than I think. So he could be betting like third pot there with 8x and then like some king queen that he chose to take that line with on the flop. King queen's bad example. Queen jack offsuit, maybe 1 diamond. Anyway, on to the next one. Big pot brewing on table purple. 3-bet pot. Check, check, flop. Jack 8, 2 hearts. Turn 6. Pretty nondescript. I think Daniel's either going to bet big or check again. He does go for the double check. He should have showdown value at this point. There isn't a whole lot of hands that are nothing. Maybe precisely king queen, though I think that bets the flop at some frequency, as well as betting the turn after checking at some frequency. So he would have to roll low twice, I would imagine. Queen on the river, good card for Daniel to block. Checking makes sense too. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Both players had showdown value. Daniel's ace high. Falls to Doug's turned pair of 6s. It's kind of unfortunate in that situation because like when you have ace 7 high and it does check down, you never win. But you have to take the passive line at some frequency because Doug's just incentivized to like show up on river with like, I don't know, king 10 and put in a bet. Or some other hands like 10-7, I think that was no pair. And just start bluffing like as good hands complete. 3-bet here on table blue. Folds. All right, on to purple. Doug's gonna choose the 1 big blind bet size, which is about 20% pot, a little bit more, maybe 22.5 to be precise. We see this often on monotone disconnected boards, so 10-4 deuce all spades. Pretty good time to utilize the 10 to 20% pot size. 10% wasn't available because one big blind represented 22.5%, but nevertheless, that's where we're at. Turn king, check, check. River ace puts Daniel in a bit of a spot. He's going to have a lot of bluffs, and Doug is going to have a lot of showdown hands. So he has to be pretty precise about this bet size. 3/4 pot. He is precise. Got the 2 pairs. And that's a line that has a tendency in practice to be overbluffed, but if you're cognizant of the fact that you may skew a little bit towards overbluffing there, maybe perhaps you're not quite as studied in the line work or whatever the case may be, you just kind of pump the brakes a little bit. It's a small pot. Lean a little bit more towards value there until you can put in the work and naturally correct. Single raise pot on blue. 6-4 deuce, 2 spades. See Daniel go with about 33%, a little bit less. Doug calls, turn 8 of diamonds. This card's going to be good for both ranges after a bet and a call. Both are going to touch here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Daniel check this back at a pretty reasonable frequency given the two-tone nature. Obviously, he'll bet his strongest hands. They'll bet for like pot, though. He does indeed check back. River's at 10. Now I think the board slightly favors Doug. He's going to have more straights, more 2-pair pluses. He likes to block bet. I like this. He does have a lot of bluffs in range. But instead, he's able to now get thin value for a bad 6. Daniel must be calling, I'm assuming, there with a deuce. Ace high feels thin, but feasible if he has like ace x of clubs that unblock diamonds and hearts. Though I don't expect too many busted flush draws to choose that size. 4 bet here on purple. And a call. We're going to arrive at this flop with almost exactly 2 SPR. King 6-5, 2 clubs. Doug does begin with a check. Daniel will be small betting here almost exclusively. This is an okay range bet spot. Usually on king high boards, we don't lean into the big size too often, though king 6-5 is one where we could. There's a lot of available equity to Doug. It's also a board where Daniel can trap a little bit more. Unlikely as a hand like 6s or 5s. But he could have a strong king that he chose to check back. Ace king with the ace of clubs. Feels nice. Doug leads for about 3rd here on the turn. We might see some small raising out of Daniel. Otherwise, we'll just see some calls that will both be protected by a little bit of king x, as well as a lot of medium pairs, 7s through queens, some showdown hands like ace jack high. And he does have the jacks. Doug went for very thin value mergey bluff there with the 8s. Andre, if you can replay that one, I'd be interested to hear Chin's analysis. I'm not entirely sure if Doug was bluffing or value betting here. I think it's very close. 8s is probably... I don't know that 8s can get called by worse. I'm not sure. It's feasible, I suppose, but it's very close.
Yeah, I missed it.
Table blue, we have a big pot brewing here on the river. Hopefully we're going to get a replay on purple. Not sure how we got here. I was a little too wrapped up, but Doug and Daniel will be chopping. Both with an ace. Uneventful. Okay, here we go. Here's the replay. So this is going to be a 4-bet pot pre. Doug is going to choose the 3-bet the 8s. Daniel goes 4-ball with the J's. Line in the cut. We see king 6-5, 2 clubs, check check. I don't think Daniel has a club. Turn king, bet and a call, pretty easy. Doug rips for about pot on the river. Neither have clubs. Is that a bluff, Chin? Is that value?
It's definitely not a bluff, but I guess he's targeting like...
He expects like a lot of ace
7.
queen to get. No, there isn't that much 6x 7x in range.
Just like queen 6 suited the 4-bet and check down, or
I don't
like
know
something
how
like
much.
that.
I don't know how much those hands are in there. I mean, they're greater than 0 for sure, but I mean, we're talking a really, really, really thin spot. I think like we're more so targeting ace queen, right? Like at least he's gonna have that in full, and then maybe he
I
can
don't know, man.
parse out the ones without clubs and maybe call.
I don't know if I like that shove.
Feels thin. Feels thin. I mean, I almost like it better if it's a bluff, but like what better folds also. So it's not a bluff. Nothing better folds, nothing better or nothing worse calls. It's like such a nut low scenario.
Yeah,
Feels
sure.
just,
We'll say
it just
that.
seems like it feels pretty good as a check, right? Like what better bluff catcher is he gonna have?
But it's also a spot where, like, to make the Doug argument, it's like if he checks, like everything he beats just checks.
Yeah. But
Like he
so
definitely
what?
loses value.
Right, but
And I don't know how many bluffs actually come through on this spot either.
I mean, there have to be some, right? Like clubs miss. There's a fair amount of...
needed to be a hand that was clubs that didn't. Bet
I guess
flop.
the issue is that we have 8s, right? And a lot of Daniel's bluffing range is going to pull from the 8. So like it's going to be some ace 8, queen 8, 10 8, whatever. Maybe some 9 10. So maybe it's maybe it's a byproduct of like what you're saying, where if he checks and calls, he's often beaten because he blocks so many bluffs. If he shoves, at least there's a small likelihood that a hand like ace queen or deuces or 4s or whatever could look him up.
That's kind of how I feel. I mean, that not that I would have done it, but that's kind of what I think he's thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe ace
I'm
queen
just
high
wondering
calls.
if,
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's just a better bet size. Or maybe if I'm too zoomed in on this specific hand as opposed to Doug's range. We're only talking about this because it's the absolute bare bottom of value, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
right.
the cusp between value and bluff.
I don't think he's bluffing.
No, I don't either. Obviously, I was kind of trolling a little bit there.
Daniel Grotto up 80,000, baby. Just 80,000, baby.
Anand Sir, let me get this right. Anand Sivaram says, "Wow, this is the best coverage of the event. Pity I didn't know it was Berk and Chin doing this sooner." Well, you're here now, man. Thank you for joining us. You got to smash that like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment on some of our videos. You know, get us in that fucking algorithm.
Algorithm's real.
Yo, you didn't have to rush back, man. You could have had your cake off air.
Think I had a cake, bro?
Yeah. It's your mom's birthday. I don't know what that is. That ice cream cake?
There's vegetables and shrimp.
All right, I see you. What up, Lily? Welcome. Always a pleasure. Isn't ace queen a better call than 10-10 blocking king queen and ace king? I don't think Doug has very much ace king in his 3-bet call range. Probably just 5-bet gets it in. It's close. You know, 10s blocks some of Doug's bluffs. Really only 10-9 though.
I thought you had jacks.
He did. Osef is just kind of asking,
just like hypothetically.
Yeah, if we had to delineate between ace queen high and 10s. The issue is that we just have 3 times as much ace queen high. Right? So it's like we can't say that ace queen is just naturally better whenever we have it in 3x the combos of the 10s. Because 10s is a pretty good hand too. But yeah, there are definitely some properties there. Yeah, I mean, I think the chat's making reasonable points. I think that Daniel's probably just calling down some ace highs. And that makes Doug shove pretty fine. I won't lie. I never thought I would say this, but I kind of enjoyed doing a little solo commentary for a minute. I don't think I would want to do it all the time, but it really does force you to analyze a little bit more.
It's not as easy as you think steering the ship, puppy.
Well, you know how it is.
Bigger bet size on 10-6-3, turn queen. Gonna see some big bets usually on these kind of cards. Maybe a mixture of some checks. Check it is. Small bet after the check, call. That's a 7. Nice value bet from Doug. Very nice. Three bet. Daniel in the tank. What does this mean? Nothing this time. It just means he had a hand on the right table.
Mm-hmm.
King 9 deuce after the original razor from Daniel. Probably going to come in with a small bet. He doesn't. This time chooses a check.
I'm getting DMs on Slack about four-handed massages next time I'm in LA. Sounds super shady.
Sounds like you're about to have some fun in LA soon.
Never going back to LA. I hope the pandemic lasts forever.
Janevsky says he's going to shoot his shot with Lynn. Ship Deuces says, Berkey, are you buying the BTC dip? El Dwadger says, crazy if Dnegs comes back and wins this thing would be a bigger upset than the Browns.
God damn it, man. Why we gotta go there? Why you gotta pour salt in an open wound like that, you know?
I didn't read the comment until it was too late.
It's a bad day. It's a bad day for me. I was so sad last night. God, was I sad. Honestly, it happened so fast and they were getting blown out so badly in the first 10 minutes of the game, it didn't even hurt. It was just like, okay, it's over.
You get to accept your fate.
Yeah, I mean, they're down 4 touchdowns in the first 6 minutes. It's just like, okay, it's over. And if it's not over, then I just get to free roll like the greatest comeback ever.
Yeah. You're emotionally.
So I'm already checked out. Yeah, 4 minutes into the game, I'm already checked out to next season. It's like, fuck me, I can't believe this happened. But hey, sometimes you get got. The Steelers look bad down the stretch, very bad. Not buying the dip. I'm too invested. I'll buy if it goes below 20. And then I'll panic sell if it goes below 10.
Below 20? Wow, holy fuck.
I mean, I would be buying with tears. It wouldn't be a very good feeling. I'd be like, God damn, I used to be so much richer.
I think we're fine.
Me too. Hey man, the way I see it, it's a win-win. Either it keeps going up and we build more security, or it goes down. It gives us an opportunity to build more future wealth.
Bro, I grew up with cockroaches, man. Ain't no fucking little dip gonna scare me.
Everybody around me is paying attention and I'm not. Like, I get text all the time. Oh, did you see how far it fell? Like, no. As long as it's not 0, there's nothing I can do about it.
It's funny because like people, like it wasn't gonna be a straight shot to 100K. Like that's not how it works.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty hard. Pretty hard. The thing is that
table number one.
I think people don't recognize how much institutional money controls markets like this, at least in the short term.
Yeah. 10-9-6. Doug starts with a check. These are always interesting boards in terms of like the frequency in which you're betting king jack, queen jack, 8x, 7x, 10x, 9x, etc., etc. There's just so many available bluffs for imposition. That juggling of the frequency is pretty tough.
Mm-hmm.
Winner from Daniel. Berkey, tell us about your $1.1 million cash at the Super High Roller, says Devin.
How should I let Chin tell you? He was on more of an emotional roller coaster than me. He had that one ball.
Made $11,000.
Free one ball. Just for showing up. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was I don't know. I don't know if I'm just like old and jaded, but like I know that it was a highlight moment in my career. It's just hard to kind of look at it that way. Maybe it's just because of how fast careers are ascending these days. Like in 2016, it was super prestigious to even play, let alone final table it. Now it's like there's 30 people who have final tabled the Super High Roller Bowl like multiple times and play every fucking buy-in over 100K and make accomplishments like that look very, very, very small. Yeah, it was great. It was it felt validating just because we had a process and it came to fruition, whether it was by luck or intelligent design. Like to go in there and just be almost coast to coast chip leader up until the bubble was pretty surreal. Like I think we captured the chip lead halfway through day one and didn't relinquish until 2/3 of the way through day three. Going into day three, I think I had like 2x the next stack, which was Seidel, also final table. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty great. Wish I could have done a little bit better, but you know, we'll take it.
I think you did great. I don't think you should compare yourself to like other people though. Like, you know, you did great.
I'm not. I'm comparing myself to the industry, really. It's evolved so much since that year, particularly.
Yeah, but you were never an MTT like player.
Yeah.
You know? It's like it would be as if Fedor saying like, "Oh yeah, I played in the nosebleed cash games and I did well," but there's other people that play those games all the time. It's like, yeah, it's just a different, you know, it's a different thing. Whereas if he prepares and does well in a cash game, good for him, you know.
I also just think it's different because like the prep process is so circumvented now by software.
Yeah, I mean, you did what you know.
Like we were watching footage, logging.
Yeah.
Manual hand histories.
Yeah, I mean, it's just different. I mean, did what you could at the time with the information you had.
Yeah.
It's like you did your thing. What can you do?
How come Ethereum didn't tank? What the fuck's going on here?
It did. It did, bro.
It was at 1,200.
It went under 1,000 today.
We've had a little recovery.
Yeah, puppy, we're back. I told you, everybody panicking, you know? Like, you know, your girl texts you saying you need to talk, everybody's scared. You know, everybody's so scared. Like, why are you scared? Your girl texts you, oh, we need to talk. You're scared. You fucking texting your boys like, yo, what'd I do? All this shit. You bully fucking cowards.
I wonder how much of it is like an institution just has like $1 billion in Bitcoin, right? And they're like, yo, let's take some profits, and in this massive sell-off, we'll let the market dip, and then we'll just buy back cheaper, right? Like if you just sell 1 billion Bitcoins, probably gonna move the market a little bit. Not 1 billion Bitcoins, $1 billion worth of Bitcoins.
Happens all the time, bro.
Yeah, I think I saw an article today saying like 1.5 billion in Bitcoin was sold off today. But like we've probably seen 2/3 of that get bought back up.
Let them do what they need to do, man. I'll be there at the finish line.
I hope we're not staring at another .com bubble.
All right, throw it up. Some people made it out of the .com bubble. Amazon's still here. Google's still here.
That's true. Like, if it is a quote-unquote .com bubble, I hope that Bitcoin and whatever other major coins are comparable to Amazon and not fucking Ask
AOL.
Jeeves or AOL. No, you don't know.
AOL fucked up.
You don't know about Ask Jeeves.
No.
How'd AOL fuck up?
I don't know. I forget exactly how they fucked up, but there was like a whole like documentary on AOL. Not a documentary, more like a short like YouTube series on it. It was actually pretty good though. They showed all the mistakes AOL did. It wasn't one. It was many.
I saw a big one. I was watching a Bill Gates documentary, and you're probably too young for this. Do you remember Netscape?
Yeah, I do. I remember the name.
Yeah, it was a browser that was competing against Internet Explorer, and I don't recall the absolute details, but in some way, shape, or form, Bill Gates essentially just like put them out of business.
Monopolized. Yeah, he monopolized because he installed Internet Explorer on all the PCs
on all
already.
PCs, yeah.
Yeah, he's a G, bro.
Kind of. It was a shady deal. It was like a backroom deal where he coordinated with HP, got all of their PCs to install Internet Explorer, and then it just became industry standard.
That's what's up. What are you gonna do? Like, don't get mad at the player. Just hate the game.
Cutthroat, man. Cutthroat.
You think Bill Gates not gonna get? He works super hard to create Internet Explorer. He thinks he's just gonna let Netscape slide in and just like, create stuff? Get the fuck out of here. It's like, bro, me and my boy down at HP, we be chilling forever.
I wonder how much of HP still being a thing is a byproduct of potentially that single deal.
This is a 3-bet, and then Doug starts with a flop bet on 654 for like a pretty large size, follows through with the turn 3/4 pot. I mean, sorry, 2/3 pot.
I imagine Daniel just has pure bluff catchers and folds. I don't think he needs to deny with really anything. You could maybe make an argument for shoving a set, but then like what bluffs?
Nice hand, Doug. Those are always interesting to me. 7-5-6. Start with a bet. Follow through. What kind of hands those are? What frequencies those hands come through?
Should be low frequency, right? But the hand classes are pretty specific.
Yeah.
A lot of wrapping around the 6, and then some other hands that have.
But it's like maybe you don't even want it. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one because it's like how often do you do a 7? Because you don't want to get blown off the 7. Like so many questions, so little time. Poker's such a fascinating game. Yo, fuck chess. You heard?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you definitely need to have some control over what you're doing it with. Can't just be blasting. So I started blasted.
All right, let's look up internet bubble companies. Let's see what we got. 5 successful ones. Let's look at the successful ones. eBay, definitely. eBay crushed.
Yeah. Oh, they were fucking bulletproof, man.
Priceline.com crushed. Because they also like own a lot of other companies.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think they also own like Expedia and all those other like.
Yeah, they have partnerships with a bunch of other travel companies.
I don't know. Coupons.com is privately held company, but they crushed too. Okay.
That's probably similar to Groupon.
Man, those guys made. It would have been nice to be a VC in the .com bubble and just, just never look back.
Just be Mark Cuban.
Companies that died and survived. Okay. Pets.com, Amazon. Some of these companies, I don't know. I never heard of them before. Flues. That's dust. E-Toys, that's gone. Webvan, never heard of it.
That just sounds like something that should be dust.
Pets.com, that made it for sure.
Crushed. Bro, like
but it failed eventually. It was like it crashed.
I think the recipe to like creating a fast upstart is to target pet owners or parents. Like if you can build something for kids, GG. It's over. You just win.
Yeah. But it's a fad, right? It's like it comes.
Well, if it's a fad, you have
to
have a pivot.
Yeah, you got to make a lot of money and run.
Yeah, like you have to be self-aware enough to know that it's a fad.
What was that like? It was like a bird. It was like a toy bird.
I don't know what you're talking about.
A lot of these people, like the chat will know. It was like a fucking bird. It was one of the most popular stupid birds, and everybody had a fucking bird.
You know, a fucking bird.
It was one of the popular toys maybe like 10 years ago. Maybe more.
Okay.
Netscape victim.
Mm-hmm. Andrew, happy to hear that you got your hoodie today. It was on the long trek to you.
You know Angie's List? Angie's List was started in 1995.
Really? It's still a thing?
I thought. Yeah, hell yeah, it's a thing.
Wow, I'm surprised.
In May 2017, the site was sold to AIC, which also owns Match.com, for $500 million. Damn, that's a lot of money. You know who got the short end of the stick of that whole thing?
Who?
Like Napster and LimeWire.
Yeah, because they didn't tackle it legally. Don't worry, Sean, what's his face, did just fine with Facebook.
Yeah, Sean Parker crushed.
Sean Parker, yeah.
Sean Parker is like, you know what's funny about Sean Parker? Like every time I think about Sean Parker, like I literally think about Justin Timberlake.
I know. No, that's very true.
Furby, yes, it was a Furby. The motherfucking Furbies.
That's not a bird.
What is it?
I don't know, but it ain't a bird.
It's literally a bird. Get out of here. You crazy? Furby's a bird.
No, it's like
how I say bird. Listen, I said bird like 30 times, and they immediately knew which one it was.
I don't give a shit. That just means that they're on the same wavelength as you. Birds are birds, man. That thing's like a gremlin.
Bro, that's a.
You ever see the Gremlins?
No, man. This is a bird. This is literally a bird.
Andre, show him a Furby so he knows what the fuck's going on.
I'm looking at a Furby right now. It's a bird.
Ain't no bird. Lisa Hoffman said it's an owl.
Okay, what's an owl?
Yeah. Nah. TRT knows what's going on. Oh, thank you. She said a Furby's more like Gizmo, the gremlin. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, she's gone.
No. Wow, that's fucked up. You're shady, man. We know her personally.
Who's that? Really?
Yeah.
Then you know I mean it with love.
She owns a massage company in Austin.
Well, you'll be back in 300 seconds.
Somebody get rid of this man's wrench. God damn it.
What do you mean? Like, she called it, it's a bird.
It's a gremlin. You're drunk with power again, Chin.
I'm not drunk with power. It's literally a bird. You know who's drunk with power? Bill Gates. He put a fucking Internet Explorer on all the PCs and shut everyone out of business. Does Chin have legitimate beef with Doug, or does he just not like what he's about? Here we go.
You read Furby. It. You answer it.
All right. This is literally a bird.
That is definitely not a bird. Find me a fucking bird with ears like that, you psychopaths.
It's a toy bird, an owl-like creature.
Okay, owl-like. It resembles a hamster.
Owl-like creature.
Whoa, read the line above. It resembles a hamster or owl-like creature. Those are not the same things. One's a rodent, one's a bird.
Listen, there's no way that looks like a hamster.
Actually, an owl is a bird of prey, so that's even different too. That ain't no fucking owl, man. You find me a goddamn bird with floppy ears.
How I keep saying, oh, it was a popular bird toy, and everyone said it was a Furby.
Because eventually you find somebody who thinks like you, Chin. Lock them up.
Yeah, look, owl. Look where it says under owl. Bird. Owls are birds.
Yeah, they're birds of prey. But you think that that bird looks like a fucking Furby?
Yes.
I can't believe this is a debate. This is worse than the blue gold dress.
Bro, this is little.
You're all psychopaths.
It's a bird.
Way close. Yeah, it has no wings. How can it be a bird?
Okay, but like it's a toy, bro. Like they don't have to get every little piece right.
Every little piece. The thing that makes a bird a bird.
Have wings?
Oh, what?
Go. Does a penguin have wings?
A penguin? Yeah, it has its flippers.
Those are not wings.
That's because it can't fly.
Is it a bird?
I don't know that a penguin's technically a bird, to be honest. I wouldn't sink your argument into this one. I mean, I don't think you're confident that a penguin is a bird either.
So you think this thing is a hamster? Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, big check rates.
Doesn't have fucking wings.
Check flop. Turn. Daniel goes 40, gets bombed.
2x pot. Turn check raise.
Call.
That could only be Jack X spades. Or 2 or better, I guess. Yeah, I think Doug just has to check all there. Hey, hurts to give that one up, though.
Yeah.
Hurts to just shut her down with the 6-4 of diamonds. What are you going to do?
Can't win. Check raise on ace queen 4-2 spades. Doug Polk wins. 50,000 in profit for Daniel Negreanu so far. What is this? No, this is not a thing.
Who is that person?
No, they do not look the same.
Oh man, you better apologize to Erica.
Who's Erica? You got her name wrong.
No, I didn't. Her name on here is TRT E Marie.
So which part of that it says Erica?
E is the Erica.
Listen, I don't know what kind of fucking like internal thing you have with people.
She owns a massage. She owns a massage place in Texas. She was very nice to us when we were down there.
Listen, I know exactly what you're talking about, but she's not back for another 200 seconds. So until then.
Oh man. James says, "What did he go so big on the check raise for? It looked very suspicious." I think if you're gonna check raise the turn paired deuce, you can really only go polar. So effectively, instead of him check raising and then barreling, he's just gonna go big there and shut it down.
Yeah. You don't want to think about poker like that, like, oh, this looks suspicious because he chose this size. Like,
right, because like when you have a deuce, you want it to look suspicious.
Yeah.
If that's a thing. You know, the looking suspicious part. The true definition of looking suspicious would be choosing a size that kind of isn't a thing in that spot. But 2x pot, I think, is a thing. Poll is up.
3-bet from Daniel on the blue table. Call. King, Queen, 10. Another one of these interesting boards. Triple Broadway. How much ace king do you bet? How much jack X do you bet? If you have a 9, what do you do? If you have a naked ace, what do you do? All these questions. So little time. 40%. Call. Ace. Probably, I don't know.
This gets weird.
Equalish card, but maybe a little better for Doug.
Yeah, this gets weird because whether you bet or you check, you're still just facing like a little bit of aggression here.
Small bets though, from if it comes in, I think maybe.
I don't know because Daniel's bluff catchers are pretty inelastic. So I think Doug can probably just go bigger check. I think the fact that he checked, I mean, I guess we don't know what his hand is, but I think that textures like this, he can often empty the clip when he chooses to bet.
Another check from Daniel. What hands does Doug want to bet here? Bottom of range, ace queen, ace 10. No, ace queen.
I think ace 10 could bet. Daniel has plenty of king queen.
That's a jack. Nice hand.
Interesting. King jack makes sense as a check back more than like a hand like jack 8. Kind of blocks some of Daniel's strongest bluff catchers. Especially
I agree with
clubs.
Matt Berkey breaking down the check back range and reasons to check back with certain jacks and not other jacks. 3-bet pot from Daniel.
That's like the premier check back. King of clubs, jack. It's like the one that we might pure check back.
What kind of videos on the Solve for Why website would you say someone, if they wanted to learn the check back strategy with straights, would you point them to?
It's a good question. I think, well, I will say a lot of our content isn't that drilled down. Most of it is just speaking in a theoretical sense. But I would say that Jack did a really good series called For Love of Game Theory, or For Love of the Game Theory, that I think addresses those principles pretty well. From the exploitative lens, I did a series called The Exploitative Matrix that kind of demonstrates how you can do more practical splits as opposed to mixed frequencies. So, you know, for instance, like if that candidate specifically would check back pure, and you would balance it by having some pure bets with hands that may mix, etc. But yeah, there's a lot more to come. We're going to be doing a lot more drilling down now that we've been a site for a few years. I think we can get into more specific spots. We're seeing solvers kind of advance, and we're getting that second generation, if you will. GTO Check is coming out soon. I know of another product that's launching that has every single flop subset solved. So yeah, these will be fun, fascinating tools to play with. They'll allow us to kind of look into the comparative analysis between game theory equilibrium and more practical exploitative lens, which I think is really important, especially for live players. I think it's critical to be able to simplify strategies into non-mixed candidates, just because mixing in real time is a real chore, but also just like remembering those mixed frequencies is difficult whenever you start to get to the complexity of all streets over all flop textures, etc.
Ian Keller says, why can't we see their hands? Well, Ian, it's a pleasure that you're joining us tonight. We are here on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And the reason you can't see their hands is because they are trying to maintain a little bit of the information to themselves. They don't want to necessarily expose their strategy to their opponent. They're playing for very large sums of money. As you see, Doug is already up 600,000 through this match. So the less information each of them, their opponents have, the better it is for themselves. That's why you can't see their hands. And of course, I am with you, man. I would love to see their hands too. But unfortunately, we're not privy to that information.
Your your number one advocate in the chat was Lisa Hoffman. She goes, ban anybody who says it's not a bird. And then 1 minute later when the pictures came up, she goes, never mind, it's not a bird.
Oh, really? If you guys don't, yeah, I mean, you guys are probably right. Like, you know, when I kept saying bird and stuff, and then people put Furbies, they probably didn't. I think those are my biggest advocates, actually. The people that immediately knew when I said bird toy that it was a Furby.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but hey,
It's an unfortunate group.
Lisa, you're welcome to just get banned too.
She was on your side. She said it was a bird.
No, parrot again. Yes. Parrot again.
Wow, that's gonna change the all-in EV a little bit.
What do you mean? He got it in. They were a dead flip on the flop.
Oh, they got it on the flop. I thought it went on the
Yeah.
flop.
They were like-
Aha.
Maybe he's like
He's a slight dog. Yeah, he's a slight
Yeah.
dog. Is it gut shot flush drop?
No, open-ended flush draw.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's
like
definitely a slight dog.
He's probably a slight dog. Ain't nobody folding King 10, bro. Run the cards.
Run him. Boom, boom. 7-7. Wow. Found the 7-7. Can you believe it?
Brock says, Chin, do you have over or under 15 total coins? I don't know. I don't know if I want to say. It's kind of like...
Never know who's listening. Just always say under. Every
Yeah,
number,
under.
Every number is just under.
I have under.
Nah, but for real, over under.
I don't know. I have 15 XRP coins. There you go.
Can I get a loan?
XRP is like 30 cents or some shit.
It's up,
bro.
man. It's up. It's rebounding. 29 cents.
Richard has my back, says, don't say how many coins you have.
Mm-hmm.
14,000. I think everyone should... Okay, this is an interesting card now.
Oh, I love these fake chop pots. This was a 3-bet pot or a single raise?
We'll get a replay of this hand.
Whether or
Chop
not,
it up.
Yeah, whether or not Daniel bets the river there is going to matter based on single raised or not. Judging by the hands, I would guess it was single raised and then check raised on the flop. That would be my
No,
guess.
judging by the hands, this might be 3-bets pre.
Yeah, it could be, for sure.
3-bet call, 10-10, 5, check,
Ooh.
bet, call. Yeah, I mean, this seems all reasonable. Finds the queen high bet on the turn, potentially going for the river all in, but then finds the 10 and
Oh,
checks
yeah,
down.
just rip it, baby.
Nah, he can't.
Yeah,
He was like rep.
he can't.
He was like
though.
repping. He was repping a 10, and then another 10 came,
Yeah, yeah.
and then his opponent's not just like not gonna fold over
Sometimes you
pairs.
have
Like,
quads, bro.
nah, you can't do that, dude. That's crazy. I mean, maybe
You're not trying to
maybe-
fold over pairs. You just try to get that ace high to hit the muck.
Yeah, that's fair. That's true.
It's always
Yeah,
better
which
to
is-
be the one risking there than it is the one incurring the risk. Right? Like you're always laying a worse price when you're the one making the bet because he can only win half. Well, I guess depends on what he has.
He could win all of it too.
Yeah. I guess that's not out of the realm of possibility. I forgot that the board doesn't just auto play.
3-bet pot, 7-3-3, relatively good for Daniel. Did Berkey figure out who Mr. Sticky is yet or not?
Oh god damn it, who is Mr. Sticky?
I don't know.
Bro, I totally forgot about that. Who on earth are you talking about?
How do you not know? It's so crazy.
Am I
I'm never
missing
gonna
something?
say-
Is it like somebody old that I'm not thinking of?
No, not old, not old.
Nah, it's gotta be our age, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Came to Florida with you. Went to the
Came
first academy.
To Florida with me.
Yes, with you. Like
Like-
stayed in the same place. in an Airbnb.
And it wasn't
you
Jai.
And it was not Jordan Young.
It was the other Jai who did not come to the academy.
No. This person stayed in Airbnb with you. He was there, man. He was there. You went to play some large game at the Isle. He came with us there too.
What the fuck?
It's crazy, bro. Never be Berkey's friend. He'll just never remember you in a year.
What the fuck? Who on earth are you talking about, man? Mr. Sticky. Oh, this is gonna bother me forever.
C-bet on the flop, turn 9 of hearts.
Fausto?
No,
No, it can't be Fausto.
no, it's not close. First break. It is now 6:40 Eastern time.
B. Hanks?
No, B. Hanks gave him the name, Mr.
Gave
Sticky.
him the nickname?
Yeah.
Who's left? There's no one left.
Text Hanks right now. Text Hanks right now. Be
He's
like,
doing the GG
"Did you
stream. He's not gonna answer.
he's like, did you? No, he'll answer. He'll be like, did you name somebody Mr. Sticky? And then just say yes or no. Like, he doesn't-
70% says LOL, no idiot. A Furby is not a bird.
77% out of 44, though. That's a small sample.
I don't care what you say. It's not Dan, right?
No,
he's not
that's not
sticky.
Mr. Sticky.
It's not Mr. Sticky.
No, he's not sticky at all.
Well,
Why don't you just tell
One
me,
day.
man? Why don't you
nah,
just...
bro, this is way better. Get out of here. I'm not telling you.
Better for who?
Well, one day you'll remember.
Uh-huh. I don't think I will. That's the thing. That's the real problem, is that I just don't think I'm going to remember at this point.
Maybe he'll tune into the stream and just say, hey, that's me. You're texting Hank, aren't you?
No.
You should. Small bet on table number 2 takes it down. Small bet on table number 1 takes it down.
Mr. Sticky.
Daniel up 80,000.
Is this like a euphemism for me somehow?
No, this is a person.
There's
He
no
did
one left.
really well.
I named our entire friend group.
I didn't say he was our friend. I just said he came with us to Florida because you liked him enough to do that. And he came to the academy. He came to the elite academy. He's been around a long time. He came to Florida with us. I don't know, man. It seems crazy. You don't remember him. That's fucked up. I mean, I would remember someone like that. I was, that kind of person.
I don't think
I've given him
Brooke
all the clues. 9x9 Studio says you got to give him the final clue that put. I don't know what else I can say.
I don't think Brocus came to Florida ever, right?
Was not Andrew Brocus, also a very nice person, but he's never came with us anywhere.
The first academy. I don't get it. Just don't get it.
I don't know what to say, man. It's just like
Cash guy or
just a-
tournament guy?
cash player,
Mm-hmm.
cash game player for sure.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I've given you all the clues. He's a lawyer, cash game player.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's a lawyer. That makes it
Mhm.
so much worse.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. What do you want me
So
to
does
say?
does that mean he's a wreck?
I don't like to categorize people like that. I don't think he's a professional, but
I mean, the only lawyer I think of is David Mills, but he didn't come to the first academy for sure.
it's not David Mills. Also a very nice person, but not David Mills.
I lost a bet to him yesterday about the Browns. I have to wear a fucking jersey on the vlogcast.
Can't wait.
Heartbreaking.
Looks exciting. Sounds
It's gonna be
exciting.
fucking heartbreaking.
Doesn't remember Mr. Sticky. That's fucked up.
I think this is all made up. I legit think that this is completely made up, and you're fucking with me.
That would be great, but I didn't.
There's no Mr. Sticky. Never existed. Certainly wouldn't be a lawyer.
I have his name right here. There it is. Nice.
Oh.
Hey man, tune into the stream if you are free.
Oh Christ. I don't know any. I mean, I know a bunch of lawyers, but
Ah man, what a shame. I mean, I would be like if I went to the Elite Academy. If I
you're
went to all
fucking
these places,
insufferable.
I would be-
Insufferable.
and I was that person, I would feel really
You just
sad
made
the
up a
first
fucking nickname. I've never called anyone Mr.
I
Sticky.
did it. I bet
in
you
my
did.
life.
You did. I'm gonna fucking pull up a fucking video, and you're gonna be calling him Mr. Sticky. You want to bet on that one? We can bet
No.
a big number.
No.
Big number. Like we can bet like 50,000 that you've called him Mr. Sticky
Wow, this
on
guy.
video.
This guy, he's got all the fucking tricks, doesn't he?
Just saying, bro. You're saying you never called him Mr. Sticky. I got proof.
Mm-hmm. Show your receipts.
Is it Sammy Farha? No. But I like that one. Yeah.
Also,
Daisy.
not a lawyer for
Raisy.
sure.
Crazy Daisy. 3-bet call. Jack 10.
The one thing I remember from the first academy was arguing with Carl that raising 6-3 suited for deception isn't the thing.
It's not deception. It's like board coverage on the 3-3X.
Like yeah, like we 5x all our good hands and then we just work in the 6-3 suited.
Daniel gives up.
Man, we've come a long way since that first academy.
3-bet on table 1, and then Doug starts with a small bet size on Queen Jack.
Daniel could have some small raises here.
Joe Volpe in the chat says Chin just twisting the knife.
Joe, he's messing with me, man. I promise you, there's no Mr. Sticky. No lawyer attended the first academy. This person doesn't exist. I don't even think Brent was there.
Okay.
It's all fabricated.
Let me know how much the wager is. I'll pull up the video to open the scene on Wednesday. We can open up this match on Wednesday just saying just a clip of you saying, and Mr. Sticky does it again.
Uh-huh.
Ace Jack, nice hand from Daniel.
It's a really good
Pipped
block
him.
bet there by Doug. I think Daniel can go pretty big on the river with his hand should Doug check.
Well, this one's a tough one. Rich Hab Sharma donates $5, says poker goes sub only to see Berky play.
Yo, let's go.
Absolute unit. Like the big
Oh,
unit.
I like that. I like that, man. Let's make my nickname the unit. I fucking like that.
Anytime there's a baseball reference, you
The
win
big
Berky's heart.
bet unit.
But you won't
That sounds more
remember
like
you-
a penis reference to me, man. Yo, King 4, that's a good hand.
Did it the 3-bet with the King 4. Nice hand. Thank you for the $5. I will also inform you that there are little things in PokerGo that I'm into, just letting you know.
Also, if
But,
you want to see
nope.
more of me play, go to Solve for White TV. We got 4 seasons of Poker Out Loud. I think I might. I have a video series from the Dead Money series following my final table appearance the Super High Roller Bowl. A lot of footage of me out there in these streets. Wow, Bitcoin just went up fucking $3,000 over the course of this stream.
I love Bitcoin. Come on.
What a joke, man. Like,
and they're just trying to shake. They're just trying to shake the weak hands, man.
I'm just saying, like, these numbers aren't real. Like, oh, Bitcoin fell 10K overnight. Bitcoin recovered 6K in the last hour. Like, get the fuck out of here,
bro. We've been through this before, bro. It's like, it's literally like a Matt Berkey live at the bike session. It's like, okay, we're down 20,000. Okay, we're up 10K.
Yep.
Okay, you know, it's like I just go to sleep.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best way to ride it out, man. Just let me know when that session's over.
You know, it's like, okay, sure. River 9.
Oh, straight flush for quads. I feel it. I feel it.
It'd be nice if it was just quads over quads. Starts with a check. Now we go to Daniel. Does he bet a naked flush here? That's the question.
Has to. Definitely bet the naked flush.
I think the betting started on the turn. King high, chop it up.
He asked if he was going to bet a naked flush. These two guys are out there with king high. Daniel's hand, I think, could bet. Blocks
River?
Queen, yeah, blocks queen 10 of diamonds, which is a pretty big deal, I think. Maybe not a big enough deal to turn itself into a bluff, but ace high is going to struggle there.
So it does struggle. Christian, Daniel and Polk are 3-1 favorite to finish playing 1,000 hands before Berkey remembers Mr. Sticky.
He's right, man. He's right. I've gone through the entire lineup in my head. It's Dr. Trisha Cardner, Carl.
Yes.
It's what's his face who kept saying Trisha Lish.
Yes.
And 55. Don't drive 55. It was his son.
Yes.
I think Mitten was there.
Yes.
I think Ian was there.
Yes. You're almost there.
There's only one more person. I'm pretty sure it was only 7 because Brent played and I think Jai played, or I played a little.
You're missing somebody.
I'm missing the fucking guy.
You are.
Get the fuck out of here. His name is Mr. Sticky.
You're missing Mr. Sticky.
I remember the entire academy except Mr. fucking Sticky.
I don't know how you don't remember him.
This is some made up bullshit.
It's really befuddling. I don't understand. Like
I just named 3 people who have quit poker since then, and I don't remember your boy Mr. Sticky.
I didn't say he was my boy. You invited him to Florida. He's your boy.
I invited him?
Understand. Yes, you did.
I don't invite
you were like,
anybody anywhere.
You were like, hey, Bleep is coming to Florida with us. I'm like, oh, cool. Ah, man, what are you gonna do? You know, some people, you know, they become too big time to remember the small
I hate
folks.
you so much. You're fucking insufferable.
You know, Bitcoin touches 40K. You don't remember anybody.
Yeah, remember no Mr. Sticky. Mr. Sticky just falls apart once you get 40K Bitcoin.
Yeah, you know, what are you gonna do? Doesn't even remember the Trisha Lish guy. Like, his name was Tim.
Tim, yes. I
See?
almost said Tom.
Straight 15,000 for Daniel Negreanu. Tim, if you're out there, you saw I remembered your name. Sticky, I got you.
Apologies. I have to state a correction. Erica actually doesn't own the massage place. She just works for it. Becca is the owner, who we also know, who Chin will also time out, apparently, if she comes into the chat.
Nah, not Rebecca. I won't time out Rebecca. Sorry.
Oh, it's like that. I see.
Nah, I'm just joking. I'll time you both out. I'll time my mom out. It's her birthday if she comes in. I'll time her out too if she says some shit.
Oh, man. Crying out loud. Mr. Sticky. I'm like searching my Instagram for Mr. Sticky.
Ah.
I just invited... No.
He might be on the Instagram. Hold on
How?
a second. I'll see if I can find him. I'm not sure.
How is this possible? When did
Don't
we
don't.
start?
Nah, he might not be there. You're
2016? Hmm.
I don't know, man. It's tough.
I hate you.
It is tough. What are you gonna do?
God, I hate you. Mr. fucking Sticky.
I'm gonna tell him to tune into the show.
I thought you already did.
I don't know. Mr. Sticky.
Is he in your phone as Mr. Sticky?
Nah, I know his actual name.
Sure.
He came to the first academy. How can I forget?
Mm-hmm. That's fucking convenient. All right, let's see. Was it my nephew?
No.
Wasn't my nephew. 2016 photos.
Damn, you really trying to cheat?
I'm trying to cheat. Well, I'm already at the fucking Super High Roller Bowl. I don't see anything from the academy, so here we are. I'm drawing dead.
Damn. That's a shame. What are you gonna do, man? Erica, you should own the massage place. That's what I think. Should tell Rebecca you want to buy a little piece.
With Bitcoin.
Yeah, with whatever.
Mr.
See, who are you? Mr. Sticky, who are you? That's funny.
I can't remember the whole lineup.
Ah, this person came to the academy too. You don't remember?
Oh, now you just assume I don't remember someone else?
I don't know. Mm-mm-mm.
Where's he from?
I don't know. I'm not sure actually.
Oh, I thought you two were like this.
Nah, bro. You brought him to Florida.
I brought him to Florida. I don't bring anybody to Florida. I brought Brenton to Florida, but he's not a lawyer.
It's not Brenton.
And he's definitely not Mr. Sticky.
I don't know. Brent Hanks will remember. He gave him the name.
He's not gonna remember anything, man.
He remembers that. He's gonna remember that.
All he remembers is wrapping up a fucking sausage and checking with it when we played the Heads Up Challenge.
What a legend. Mr. Sticky. Well, he'll go down as a legend. The legend of Mr. Sticky.
I hate you. I'm gonna run the most elaborate troll of all time on you. You're just not even gonna know when it's gonna be like a month and a half from now.
Why do you think it's a troll, man? It could be real. This all could be real.
I just named everybody that was there.
You didn't name everybody. What can I tell you, man? You didn't name everybody. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, you know. Right
Fuck you. Seriously, fuck you.
I'm just saying, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, yeah. He did come to Florida with us.
The only people that came to Florida with us were Justin Young, Baseball-y, Lamanna.
That was a different trip. Lamanna came on this trip with us.
This is when your ex came, right?
No, that was a different time. That was a different trip.
Man.
She hit me up yesterday, too.
Showers.
I told her I was with my mom. I'm like, relax. Like, what the fuck? That was crazy.
You should tell the story about how she smashed out a windshield with her heels.
She did. Not mine. But
well, yeah, of course not yours. You don't have a license.
I mean, I have a car.
That's what I'm saying. Chin's waiting to get a license until he can afford to buy a Tesla, which will auto drive itself.
That's a fact. I told my parents that yesterday. Let's see.
He just wants to skip right into autonomy. 4-bet. Dnegs. Swinging. call. These boards suck. 1.5 SPR. A little bit closer to 2. We'll call it what it is, 1.75. A lot of checkbacks here by Dnegs. Could press some equity with overpairs. I think when he bets, we'll bet big. Something like 14K. He does check back. Ace is very advantageous to him in a check back situation. Doug can small bet here. He can small bet rip. It really just depends on how much coverage on the 8-6-5 he has. I think a lot of his ace X is probably going to small bet block. And then I think most hands that possess a 7 or a 9 are just going to be all in on the river when Daniel chooses to call. But Daniel does not choose to call.
All the chips, baby.
He is all in. This is a combination between a denial play, value, and still possessing enough bluffs in range to run it. He'll have some 9-10 here. He'll have potentially some 7-6 suited, I would think. He's probably not doing this much with spades, right? Like, I don't think he's jamming like king, queen of spades here very often. Maybe king 9 of spades. I think he would rather have a 9 or a 7 if he's going to rip a flush draw.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially just off on the off chance that Doug has like ace X of spades and he's just dead.
Hello?
You talking to me?
Hey, what's up, bro? Hold on.
I'm being trolled so hard right now.
Yo, tune into the stream real quick. Yeah, we're doing a stream. It's on the Software Wide channel. All right, peace.
Oh, you got it like that. You're just on calling terms with this guy.
I text him like, yo, call me real quick.
Mr. fucking Sticky in the building.
Well, I don't know if he's here yet.
Announce yourself. Who are you? This can be someone who's like an Uber nit, right? Like that's the only.
No, his name is Mr. Sticky. Bro.
That's why it has to be an Uber nit.
Nah, this isn't like tiny. Like this is actually real.
This isn't like tiny. Did Joe Purcell go to that one? And if so, or is that somehow Mr. Sticky? Because that doesn't make any sense.
It's not Joe.
No, it shouldn't be Joe.
I'm going through like our footage. I almost forgot Marley came to one of the academies too.
Yeah, that was way after. That was fun when we gave away the seat. We did like the 2-week lead up where we were just hammering IG posts. Running a company used to be fun. Then the community got like critical and shit.
Toxic as fuck.
Yeah. Can't do fun stuff anymore. Well, like vloggers became less popular or less accepted.
I think it all started when like this one YouTube channel was like they started posting these like hand reviews and like started trolling people, and then also had this like news channel and then like really went after Dom Dwan and stuff, and then like same person also like really started coming after Daniel. It was like pretty wild, like super toxic. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, no, you're probably right. But yeah, no, I think that doing fun stuff like that fell out of favor whenever vloggers started to become second-class citizens.
Damn, they second-class citizens. My man, fucking.
Oh, I don't think that. That's not my opinion, but I think that's the opinion of the community. Is that there are like professionals and then vloggers. I think that people.
Chill, man. My man Jamin's in the building. Like
Jamin.
Jamin, yeah. Jamin.
Only I'm allowed to call him Jamin.
You fucking started it.
I know. That's why I said only me.
The dude says Lynn is cheating on you guys with GG Poker. Actually, she's not. She told us she was going there and did us a favor and did our stream twice before we let her get some drinks with them.
Yeah. Your man Rabbit Chow's on there too.
I love Rabbit Chow. They're what's up, bro. That's good. You know what it is? If you have, I don't think there's like this, like, oh, this person belongs. Like, listen, like, I think there's some really good people, and all the audiences should be exposed to them.
Except with Landon.
Yeah, like Landon. The thing is, like, bro,
you definitely feel a sense of ownership over Landon.
Not ownership,
but
damn.
like loyalty.
Yeah, like my man's, like, Jesus Christ, like, at least come here one time. Like one time you can't come on the Software White channel, just be like, yo, what's up, you know?
We won't let him do the cat jam dance, man. He doesn't know what to do about it.
Nah, no cats. Get the hell out of here. It's crazy. My man Tejas Patel's back. What's up, man? Good to have you back. Good to hear from you.
I'm sure he just loves hearing his name get slaughtered every fucking day.
Sometimes, you know.
Oh, man. Jen brings the comedy. Where's Sticky at? Yo, where's Sticky?
I don't know, man. He might not. He might just be.
You got a little shook?
I don't know. Maybe he's busy, or maybe he doesn't want to be seen. Like, he doesn't want you to know his actual name. He has to create a burner account.
Mr. Sticky.
Hey, Tejas, is your name Mr. Sticky? Wouldn't that be a whole thing, right?
I think I would remember somebody whose name you've been butchering for weeks now.
Google Sticky Lawyer No Limit Hold'em. Dan Harrington comes up. Oh, man.
All the lawyers came later. Dan LaSalle.
I'm telling you, man, you're forgetting this person.
Julia McBride.
Look at all the people you remember, except this one person that came to Florida with you. Was the first loyalist. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. 653 though, 3-bet pot. Wow, you know. Check. 8 of hearts. Have either of you ever seriously contemplated quitting poker, and when do you know it's the right time to do so? From Brady Graham. 40% from Daniel. I don't think I've ever given like very serious thought. Like, I think it's been like something that's like should I really want to do this anymore? And then it's gone. It's like a passing thought.
I don't think you actually quit poker. You just play less.
I think some people have quit, but they usually come back, right? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like Vanessa quit poker. Vanessa subs quit poker for sure. Like, she's not even close to playing, you know.
Yeah.
At the hours that she used to play. 3/4 pot from Doug on the river queen after calling the turn. 40% from Daniel. Check flop.
But like, if you get independently wealthy from poker, it just opens up avenues for you to just do things on your own time at your own pace, and you just play less.
Yeah, that is true. Vanessa, you know,
she jumped into a hedge fund. That's different.
Yeah, but she had funds. You know,
Mm-hmm.
She had funds already. You know,
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to have funds and then quit and then just jump into something else. You know, it's kind of nice. It's like Phil Humuth. You know, he's like, he has funds now and does what he does. Check raise, baby.
I love that Schellenberger trolls you about your 2.5 buy-in downswing incessantly.
Hey, man, it's not my fault I don't fucking lose. Get over it. What do you want me to do? Overbet. Check raise overbet. Nice hand, Daniel. $97,200. $115,000. Daniel's up $100,000 again. Berkey, again.
He's on fire, man.
You said he couldn't do it.
He's playing a lot better, for sure. He's 100% playing a lot better.
You said he ain't bluff enough. You said he couldn't do it. You said he was dust.
I didn't say he was dust.
That's true. You did say that he wasn't bluffing enough rivers. Academy name, question mark? It is Solve for Why Academy. Lynn getting marriage proposals on the GG stream.
Sounds about right. How come I don't ever get a marriage proposal? What the fuck? What am I, chopped liver? I got titties. I show them every day. Every day. Hit up my IG. You get to
That's
see
the
that.
Problem. You can't show it every day.
You get to see you get to see the updated progress. I'm just working to be lean and mean like my vegan man Daniel Negreanu over here. I'll shred it up in this. That's 135 pounds of fucking rip, man. You don't want that on you.
How much would it cost for you to go vegan?
A lot.
For like 6 months.
A lot, because I think it would be unhealthy.
6 months?
Yeah.
Come on.
It's unhealthy to my lifestyle.
You fasted for like fucking 4 days. that's already like you're already almost there. Like,
nah, I mean, like, vegans make it seem like it's super easy and whatnot, but like consuming 250 grams of protein whenever you're not eating meat is a challenge. Like, you have to do a lot of research and study, and I'm not saying it's not feasible. I'm just saying it wouldn't be fun.
All right, how about vegetarian?
Oh, I get to eat eggs? Less, a lot less.
Okay, how much?
For 6 months, I would do it for no jerky. I assume that means no whey protein too.
I'm not sure. Let's see.
I mean, it's okay. I could use like pea protein or hemp, but I'm just curious.
Whey? Can vegetarians eat whey protein?
I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not sure if they eat dairy or not.
It doesn't say whey. It says seed.
Just
pea,
see
hemp,
if they
brown rice, and soy.
Yeah. Just see if vegetarians eat dairy. I'm pretty sure that they don't, but
no, vegetarians. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Because they eat eggs. That's the reason why I'm asking.
They do. They do eat that.
Dairy?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, if I can have dairy and eggs, I would go vegetarian for 6 months for...
Slight.
It's smaller. It's a lot smaller. Maybe 25K.
Wow, Burke. Wow. 4K a month?
I haven't spent
$1,000 a week to just
I'd have to spend $1,000 on food.
You're spending less. You don't have to eat no fucking ribeyes. You don't have to, all you're doing is eggs and
I gotta eat
lettuce.
so much more. I mean, finding 2,500 calories, all that protein. We're talking like 3 shakes a day, eggs. I'd be cooking all the goddamn time.
You've ever seen Game Changers?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, bro.
It's a lot of hyperbole.
Oh,
I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just like,
throwing a... He doesn't believe in it. He doesn't believe in it.
Not that I don't believe in it. It's
all
obviously
good.
just a very skewed perspective.
You ever been rock climbing?
Mm-hmm.
I've never done it. Seems like a pretty strong workout, though. I heard.
It's really meant for people built like Daniel, like skinny, long, lanky people.
Daniel up 95,000. Jennifer says, "Sorry, Berkey, no more husbands."
What does that mean?
You're not getting any marriage proposals from our girl Jennifer in the chat.
It's fucked up. I was looking forward to it.
She didn't say anything about affairs. Anyway, so 95,000. Doug is... I don't know, man. Things could get scary. My man just like knocked down half the lead in a week if he holds this 95,000.
That's true.
Ian says life is too short to be vegan.
I'm with you, homie.
Lily says I just joined Bumble to see. I joined Bumble just to use someone for their rock climbing gear, and it's working. Wow. Be careful out there, fellas. Don't tell girls how many coins you have. Don't tell them how many rock climbing gear you have.
Is anybody in the chat right now Mr. Sticky? I need to know. Stop the stream. Who the fuck is Mr. Sticky?
Oh, man. How many ferrets do you guys have? I have 0 ferrets, and hopefully all the women in my life will continue to have 0 ferrets. Jesus, ferrets are crazy.
I was right. Somebody left a comment that they secrete some sort of oil that leaves a stink.
10-9-6 3-bet pot from Doug. It starts with a check. These boards are tricky, man. %, after the check. This is kind of cool. Kind of an all-encompassing size. That's nothing card. As Norman Chad would say, the deuce changes nothing. 0, zilch.
Is he Mr. Sticky?
Norman is not Mr. Sticky, unfortunately. Check, check, ace, though. Ace is not great for Daniel. Doug can still have hands like ace, jack suited, ace, queen suited, ace, king offsuit, etc. All which check flop. Check is relatively good news for Daniel. He does get to showdown some of his range. He will have hands like ace 8, ace 7, that maybe bet the flop. King queen high wins.
Ay, ay, ay. Must have had queen jack or king jack.
Queen jack, king jack, yeah.
Queen 8, queen 9. Gotta start bluffing with. Oh yeah, there was a 9 out there.
9 was a pair. Yeah,
Queen 8,
pair.
maybe jack 8.
Nah, but those hands
Some of them
probably
got
bet
bluff,
the river.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. 3-bet from Daniel. Table number 2
Wins.
takes it down.
He came to the aisle with us?
Yes, sir. He did.
I think you're making this whole fucking trip up.
Okay. It was raining in Florida. You had the Ferrari.
Oh, it was raining in Florida and I had a Ferrari. Shocker.
What do you want me to do, man? I'm trying to help you out.
Which color was the Ferrari?
Red.
A red one?
Mm-hmm. You took a photo of it, too.
I remember that one, but that was 2017. That was like a year after the Academy.
I'm not saying the Academy happened and we went straight to Florida after the Academy finished.
Okay.
I'm saying you kept in touch with him that long.
Mm-hmm.
You got nothing, huh?
No, because it was Dan. Dan's the only person who came with us.
It was not Dan.
I remember. It was me, you, Dan. Dolak maybe came with us? No, I don't remember.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
No, my memory has been trash lately.
Yeah, that's what happens. You get COVID. You're never the same. Watching Berkey try to logic out who Mr. Sticky is twice as entertaining as the poker.
It's fucking brutal, man. It's absolutely brutal. The thing is, I don't even have the slightest inclination who it is. Like, the clues Chin has given me thus far have been so much less than helpful. I think that, like, they're almost misleading. There's a chance that had he given me no clues, I would have a better shot of getting it.
Hello?
There's nobody on the goddamn phone, man. Stop playing. I can't see anything.
Well, what the fuck? There it is.
Oh, now I hear him.
Yeah, yo. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Oh man, yeah. I mean, it's been like this for like 2 streams.
Tell him to call me.
You still have Berkey's phone number or not?
Oh, I hope he says no. That'd be the only thing that makes this better.
All right, hold on. Let's see if he remembers, and then we'll see. All right, peace. All right, well.
This is fucked up, man. You're praying on an old man.
He's offended.
Oh man, I legit don't remember taking anyone to Florida.
Except that girl. Anyway, Daniel's sitting out, up 95,000, 720. Joe Volpe says 2 days post-vaccine number 2, I feel fine. But that's not saying much. Well, that's good. Hope you stay safe out there, man. It's a wild, wild west, man. There's a fucking virus out there. People are climbing the fucking Capitol Hill. Bitcoin's going down and up and down. There's girls fucking using men for their fucking rock climbing gear. Berkey is losing his memory.
Should I get the vaccine despite having already had COVID?
Probably. Seems like a positive free roll.
I got them antibodies, baby.
Yeah, but they only last a certain amount of time.
That's true. That's true.
Mr. Sticky Merchandise needs to hit the soft white shop now.
Get the fuck out of here. What does that even look like?
Back. What do you mean? Just like fucking, like the Nickelodeon, like the Nickelodeon sticky thing.
Yo, Nickelodeon did coverage of the NFC wildcard game yesterday. It was incredible.
Really? Nickelodeon's popping.
So I didn't realize this. CBS owns a lot of shit. You know how ABC is like
owns a lot of shit.
Well, they're owned by Disney, which
Disney owns a lot of shit.
Yeah, Disney owns ABC, which also owns ESPN and a couple other things. CBS, MTV, Comedy Central, VH1, Nickelodeon, all these channels underneath the CBS umbrella. Who knew?
That is crazy.
I had no idea. But yeah, they did like a kid-friendly version of the NFC Championship. It was really cool. Like all the graphics were moving and like slime, and then whenever a team scored, they would get slimed.
Wow.
Like
3-bet. This is Big Pots Brewing. Sorry. I missed it on table number 1. Let's get a replay of table number 1.
I can reverse engineer. It was
well, we'll coverage table number 2 first. So this is a 3. Oh, never mind.
Table 1 went 3-bet call.
Oh. Yes, baby. I don't know what happened, but I saw 150,000 going there.
I can tell you what happened. It went 3-bet call, C-bet 5K ish into 8K ish, call, turn, Doug bet what I think was half pot, maybe a little less. I think you bet 13 into 18, or sorry, okay. A little bit more. And Daniel gave him the stuff skis.
Yeah, let's see it. 3-bet call,
5K, boom.
Yeah, Daniel's tired of this
13K. Oh no, it's 10K. So it was half pot. And he said,
hold that.
All in.
All that. Keep betting on his boards, bro. All right, let's see.
Back off my board, bro.
If you curse, does that lower the algorithm?
Oh, Mr. Sticky, who are you?
YouTube reveals what curse words will YouTube. Wait a second. What does it say here?
If dropping F-bombs hurts the algorithm, no wonder we're where we are. That's on me.
It's back and forth. I know if you say like the name of the virus that's going around, it's like really hurtful, I heard.
I heard if you refer to somebody as Mr. Sticky, it really hurts the algorithm.
It hurts his emotions that you don't remember him, but I'll leave that here.
This is messed up, man.
It's not messed up. I mean, it's just
fucked
interesting that. I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? You know, not everybody's that important to you. Anyway.
Mm-mm.
$115,000 for Daniel Negreanu. No missteps today. Just, you know, held big in a spot where he had King 10 versus 9-8 of clubs and everything else.
You know.
No, I mean, it's not a misstep. It's just a big hold, right?
Well, it was a suck scenario.
No, he never. Oh, you're saying like.
Yeah, Daniel
Doug
turned the nuts.
sucked out. No, Doug turned the effective nuts.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Suck resuck.
Yeah. Steelers' first quarter was rough. Berkey had to turn it off for a second.
Yeah, I shed a couple tears yesterday. Not gonna lie, I'm not too proud. It was a rough day for me, man.
It's Viacom. I think that's the name of the. So the show says it's Viacom. Their owners was wild. I'm not sure what's Viacom. Viacom owns MTV.
Maybe, if they own CBS too, sure.
You know, Elon Musk's the richest man in the world now.
I don't know if that's still true after the dip.
That's a fact, although we don't know. I don't think it had to do with Bitcoin. I think it only had to do with Tesla. Just Tesla was
right.
Like Tesla became like top 10 most valuable companies in the world.
That's crazy that his stock is like 1/4 Amazon's, and he's worth more than Bezos.
He got all these companies.
He just owns more of it. That's all.
He just owns, man. He's the man. He does his thing. What if he really does get us to Mars? That would be insane.
I don't know that Mars sounds all that desirable.
I mean, I don't know.
No water. It's cold. Not Earth.
You wouldn't go?
No.
For like, bro, I mean, there's no other, like, you'll never get another experience like that in your life.
I'll never get to experience Earth again for my life. I don't see the.
Well, let's say you could go for a year and come back.
Maybe, but like you're talking about
You also
7
have,
figures to do it. If I'm that rich, I'll do whatever the fuck I want, I guess.
Wow, that's so crazy that you just like returned. I'm surprised, Berk. You're like someone that I thought would be like on the top of the list to go.
Nah, that's not for me. I've never even been to Europe.
Yeah, but you could be part of like one of the most. Let's say you were part of the first generation to start a new.
Well, let me tell you something, man. There are going to be problems anywhere that we begin to conquer. There will be wars. There will be anarchy. There will be lack of resources. All kinds of shit.
You don't think a leader like you would be necessary up in Mars?
I guess maybe if we're fighting a good fight.
And also, like, you get to, if you have a nice lady and have a baby, you have the first generation Mars baby. Your life has eternal meaning now.
I don't think any of this is desirable.
You go down in the record books and the history books forever. It's like, you know.
I don't know, man.
One small step for man, you know, all that shit. Like, that could be you.
You know, I'm not really interested.
I
would, however, love to know who Mr. Sticky is.
If he went to Mars with you, you still wouldn't remember.
Christ.
Berkey, why haven't you been to Europe? Barcelona, man.
Yeah, I had my chances to do some European travel in like the middle of 2010s, like 2013, more like 2010 to 2017. I don't know. I just never wanted to go myself. Wasn't really into the idea of traveling alone because I knew I would just go to casinos and never really do any sightseeing. And I wasn't really into the idea of like grinding a bunch of tournaments along Europe. So I just bailed, stayed here and played cash.
I hear that the cash games in Barcelona in August are where you want to be.
I've only ever heard that European cash games are impossible to get a seat in.
Check from Daniel on the turn 8. 3-bet, C-bet. That goes for the third pot in position bet.
What up, Brian Space? Good to see you here, my man.
Call River Ace.
This is absolutely get the vaccine. It's a spicy river.
Yeah, this isn't a. I mean, Daniel's gonna check, and
Yeah.
then we get to see what happens.
I think we see a fair amount. I almost said shoving, then I realized there are like 3 SPR.
I mean, that doesn't mean that he won't shove.
Yeah, agreed. But I don't really think. Wow, that is fucking going for it.
Nice hand, Doug Polk. Given the speed of the fold, it seems like Daniel just missed.
Yeah.
Ron Jones says, enjoyed watching you in the replay of Poker Night in America. I believe it was in 2017. That is true. It was 2017. It was the same time we went to Florida with Mr. Sticky. Anyway.
It was neither. It was 2018. And it was not the Mr. Sticky trip. That time I had gone with Danielle.
Sorry, Ron.
However, apparently, that's how this whole conversation fucking started. Apparently, there was a trip sometime in 2017 that wasn't in August because that trip was me, Lamanna, and maybe you?
Yeah, and Mr. Sticky.
But you guys all bailed before I final tabled.
I don't know about bailing, but Mr. Sticky was there.
Mr. Sticky was not there.
Okay.
I remember this house very vividly, and I had the black Ferrari that time, not red. It's in the vlog. You can see it.
Okay.
Now your story's starting to fall apart here, Chin.
Nah. You stayed in the back. There was the house, and then there was the back. You stayed in the back.
Oh, okay. I remember that trip. That was not August 2017. That was April 2017.
Okay, that was Mr. Sticky's trip.
I met a nice little friend down there that we took to the back chateau. I did have the red Ferrari that time. That's correct. And apparently, you're telling me that Mr. Sticky stayed?
Yes, $40,000 pot.
You guys were in the main house? Oh, man, I gotta think now. Who the fuck was it?
We need a replay of this hand because Berkey's recounting his life story. One that will not include him going to Mars.
I remember this trip. I remember it very well.
Oh! Wait, why did we...
no. That's...
this is an interesting hand.
That's unfortunate.
He got cooled off a little bit, although I have to see the replay. The dude says... Okay, let's replay that. 3-bet, call. 7-3 deuce, bet.
I like that.
Call. Bet, call. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, he has half pot left. He has queens with a club. I mean...
Yeah, river seems fine.
Can't really do anything. It's an innocuous kind of card on the river. You'll definitely get called by worse with queens.
Yeah.
Yeah, unlucky.
Yep.
Unlucky.
Very unfortunate. Yo, who is in that house?
Christian low-key happier than Dnegs for his comeback. I am a man that would love to see a match towards the end. I think it makes for a better show for all of us. And
You're also a man who bet 8-1 on Dnegs.
you know, that part I was not gonna bring up. But yeah, I mean, I have a wager on Daniel. I would love to see at least a sweat. Like, at least give me a sweat. It's okay if I lose. I mean, I'm supposed to lose a large amount of the time, but a sweat would be nice. I do have action though every single day though. So this
Oh my God, I remember who it is. It's
Who is it?
Derek.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. He's a lawyer?
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
I didn't know that. See, I knew your fucking clues were worthless.
How's it worthless?
Because I didn't know he was a lawyer.
That's your fault.
I don't think he came to the first academy either.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think so.
That's where he got his name, Mr. Sticky.
No, I think he came to the Fausto Academy, no?
Nope. Came to the first academy. Brent Hanks gave him the name Mr. Sticky.
Mm-hmm. He is sticky. Man, I wonder what he's up to now. I haven't talked to him in a while. I used to be in really close contact with him.
Yeah, I know. You invited him to Florida.
Mm-hmm. That was the last time I talked to him, really.
It's fucked up. Well, show's over.
I got it.
Rich just said, yeah, I guess it's Chin's fault that Berkey didn't know what he did for a job.
It's just a terrible context clue.
What do you mean? He is a lawyer. What do you want him to say? Big bet after the block bet from Daniel.
Yo, I don't know if I agree with this comment. Somebody left a comment on our last vlogcast and says, Matt, are you sure you're getting the class content of this riot correct? Blue collar people did not overwhelmingly support Trump. And then he goes on to explain how the white collar working class, or sorry, the white working class largely votes Democrat, and Trump just happened to catch a higher percentage. I feel like he's never seen rural America before.
I don't know, man. I don't know the stats of that stuff, but like, it seems like maybe unlikely, but hey.
Well, it's almost certainly, what he's saying is almost certainly incorrect, because the quote-unquote blue-collar American is largely going to be found in middle America, rural context, whereas the populated cities are largely what go blue, and that by no stretch of the imagination would be considered the blue-collar Americans. You know, that's like a lot of middle management. You're not going to see like a lot of entry-level positions coming from New York City and the like.
I think
major metropolises.
The east side of Texas, yeah.
It's like he didn't see the guy with the feet kicked up on the desk.
That guy
is 100% a representative of blue-collar America. Did you see the interview with him afterwards?
Nah.
It's worth it, man. First of all, his voice does not align with his look. He looks like Brett Favre, but you know, he's a little more high pitched. And I told him, man, I said, come on. I said, fuck that Pelosi. We taking over this bitch.
You know, some of those guys are tough, man. You gotta watch out, man. Mike Tyson fucking breaks somebody's fucking neck off. Check, check, turn. On the right table.
Symmetrical pots almost. Different textures, though. I assume both of these are 3-bet pots. Daniel double barreling on the left. I think he's often going to win the times that he finds the double barrel on the club because it's pretty low frequency. that ups Doug's equity threshold to bluff catch a little bit. They trade blows here.
Yo, who else hopped on the Sunny Boy jerky because of Berkey?
Mm-hmm. Need my sponsorship. Let's go.
Yeah, they should have. I mean, you had to do some better negotiating there, man.
Oh no, I need free jerky. That's the problem.
Should have been like, listen,
I need free jerky, but I'm definitely their best customer.
I have a show Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I would like to see if we can do a mutual arrangement.
A mutual arrangement, he says.
Yep.
Usually when I see mutual arrangement written, it's next to the words "my boyfriend likes to watch."
I don't know what's in your search box, man, but hey.
Bro, you haven't been on the wild, wild west of dating apps in Vegas, man. You don't know.
That's crazy.
You don't know what's going on out there, man.
Office.
Check.
There he is. There
How'd you
he
get
is.
it? I didn't steal it. I bled on it because they were fucking macing me and I couldn't.
But my God, what a beaut. I said, fuck that Pelosi. We here, baby.
That's crazy. Check raise, check, overbet, call, king deuce. No bueno,
good.
4-5.
No good.
Office. Yeah, that's been pretty.
I respect Andre's due diligence and stick-to-itiveness.
Yeah, that's been pretty.
How'd you get it?
I didn't steal it. I bled on it because they were fucking macing me and I couldn't fucking see. And so I figured, well, I'm in her office. I got blood in her office. I'll put a quarter on her desk, even though she ain't fucking worth it. And I left her a note on her desk that says, Nancy Big O is here, you bitch.
Yo, he has perfect teeth, by the way.
They could be fake, bro.
They could be. I didn't steal it. I put a quarter on her desk even though she ain't fucking worth it.
Oh, man. All those people are on the no-fly zone now. No-fly
Yeah, I
list.
saw that. The guy like breaking down at the airport. Incredible.
Yeah, it must suck when they don't let you fucking get on a plane. There's probably millions of people trying to get in America that can't get on that plane either.
Yeah, no shit.
Crying, can't get into can't go back to your fucking
Yeah,
Texas.
the only difference is he's like inconvenienced in Maryland for some extended period of time, and those other people were like, you know, being threatened of being kidnapped. They're seeking
Nice hand,
asylum.
Daniel. Yeah, you know, people trying to leave fucking Eastern Europe, Albania and shit, and you're over here talking about like, oh, I can't go back to Texas. No offense, Texas. I love Texas. You know, I know Erica's in the chat, even though I muted her. New poll. Give it a look. See whenever you have a chance.
Kevin B said, "Was that Mr. Sticky?"
If it was, Berky wouldn't remember him.
Oh no.
Guys, I wonder what you guys think if this match was Linus versus Barry. You think it would be as close, or is
If
it
this
Doug
match was
actually isn't
versus
that much
Linus
better?
or Barry?
Oh, okay. If this was against Linus or Barry, like Doug versus Linus or Barry,
Yeah.
or Dnegs versus Doug versus Linus or Barry,
I think that's what he's asking.
I think it would be probably Doug down 600K. It would be like the flip flop of what this is right now.
Yeah, I think Daniel's played strong enough this back half that it's probably akin to the gap between Linus and Doug. Tough
Yeah,
to say
I
though,
mean-
man. Heads up is really difficult to measure without like being able to actually run numbers.
For sure. I mean, I'm just, you know, we're all shooting in the dark, right? Like no one really knows. I just think that Linus is a machine, and
Yeah.
Doug has some work to do. So it seems normal. work to do in comparison to a Linus, you know. So
Yeah, you got to give the guys who rose to the top their due. All right, hold it down for a minute. I'm gonna use the loo.
The what?
The loo.
The lube?
The loo. What's
that?
Bathroom.
That's some French shit. Let me look it up.
It is French.
It's fucking French. I've never been to France. He's never been to Europe. The loo. Let's look up the loo. How you spell that shit? The loo toilet. Here we go. Why do they call it the loo? Oh man, it's too long to read. It's definitely too long to read. Why is it called the loo? It seems the word loo only came to be commonly used long after the expression gardy loo had become obsolete. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. Alright, whatever. It's not that important. Let's just have him not say that shit again. It's just fucking... That's too much for me. And yeah, and my man Richard's saying it's not even French, it's fucking British. He doesn't know shit. Daniel up 70,000. Check raise on ace 9-6. Daniel can have hands like 10-8, 10-7 with a diamond, 5-8 with a diamond, diamonds, ace X. He gets called 8. I think he probably wants to continue here for like a 40-50 size. 70. I'll expect to see anywhere between... Oh, okay. Comes with the overbet. This is like repping like ace 9, some straights like 10-7 as I mentioned. This is getting tricky because the board keeps changing on him. Diamond's tough now. Board, I mean, we're really deep here. 4 pots left. He will have some hands like 8x of diamonds that filled. Let's see what kind of size Daniel chooses. He goes for the 3/4 bet and wins it. It's an important pot for Daniel. It's one of those momentum pots where it's like if he loses that one, potentially dip down 50k or under 50k rather, and you know, King Queen 5 probably gonna see some small sizing as well as a bigger size. There is the kind of middle of the road size. Didn't expect that too often. The players now over 2 hours. Looks like we might be in for a long one once again. Thank you to all of you, the 292, 96 and climbing, watching this stream. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The players begin at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. Doug began the match up 600,000, currently down 75k. And as the year has begun, Daniel has been on a rampage. He's cut down the lead significantly. He was almost down 1 million. Turnover bet from Doug. Ace 7-3. He definitely wants to do this with some of his stronger ace X's. 5 ball for Daniel. Daniel recovering a fair chunk after that Queens versus 5-3 hand. Chin, did Foxen have a bulk bet? He got thick. I mean, Fox always been like pretty strong, like, and huge. He's just kind of big dude. He was like a linebacker from Boston College. Like, this guy's not, he ain't no joke. Single raise pot, ace king 8. Check is Not something I would see too often, but definitely sprinkled in there. Maybe a hand like 8x. Maybe some ace-x as well sometimes. Less likely now that another ace rips off. Half pot. Gets called queen. Queen will definitely hit Doug sometimes. He'll be calling the turn with like some queen highs. He does have an ace. Nice hand. Doug definitely wants to be checking some of his ace X's, especially ones that don't reach the river with a kicker. So some of the ways that these guys split would be, you know, and I don't know if this is the way that Doug splits, but the ace X's that don't have a kicker, he'll lean passive, and then the ace X's that have a kicker, he'll leave aggressive. He'll lean aggressive rather. So kind of nice to see him have that double check with trip aces. It does protect his check call range, not being so open to getting bombed on the river. Nice hand, Doug. Is Daniel really up 75k? He is. He's up 75k. You know, give or take. Of course, we're not updating the graphic every single hand, but it's in that vicinity. We'll be approaching 20,000 hands, I would say, within the next 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. But yeah, this match is it's closing fast. No ace X other than both have a kicker on ace ace king queen X. Well, the river was a queen, so there are other ones that have kickers on the turn. The river was a queen though, so we can't count that because we don't know that's coming yet. Hello. Single raise pot, king 10-5. Daniel goes with a 40% again. Kind of a common size we've seen. We saw it earlier on the king queen X. He goes with on another double Broadway board. Goes with a call. I think we're going to see a fair amount of turnover bet from Daniel when he does bet here. I mean, that's been the common theme, I think. Goes with a pot size bet this time. Similar functionality. Although this does increase his value range, he might be able to do this like with some weaker king X's. He also has a maybe ace 10 or river 3 of diamonds. Does complete ace 4, does complete diamonds. Although I don't think he could bomb any more king X's. If he does bet king X, he's gonna have to size down. Some of his bluffs do complete though, so sizing down is not unreasonable. There it is, the size down. 72 into 10-8.
He overbet turn?
I went for the pot size bet. Nice hand. 115,000. 3 bets, 4 bets. Winner. It's gonna be nice. Another nice hand. As we welcome back Matt Berkey. You've seen him before on all your favorite streams. He's here now, giving you the inside scoop.
Got a big series coming up on WSOP this week. Super Circuit. I think it starts Thursday, maybe?
It's about time you get a ring, Berk.
I was close. Yeah. I got third. Remember when Stout fucked me?
You also got second one time.
That was live.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah, I've left a lot of money on the table.
That's not what I meant.
I was 2 of 3, not covered by much. Stout just open rip like 30 bigs. Blind versus blind. The third chip stack had like 12 blinds. And I said, hey, enough of this shit. It's now or never.
What'd you have?
Ace 8.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I should call.
You were just going for it. You went for the glory.
Gotta take a stand sometimes, man. I was right. He had Jack 9.
Berkey and Soda, what does it do for Daniel's confidence erasing 450,000 of the deficit? He has played really well the last few weeks.
Hopefully it encourages him to continue to study. I mean, that's the biggest asset he has going for him right now, right? Is using his time off to the best of his ability. Works in another 4-bet here before we take a break. We've seen Doug just smash at this depth.
Oh man, I hope he smashes and he just runs into the blade. Just all of it, call. We've seen a lot of this lately too.
Yeah, for sure. Way more than the shoves.
855. We're playing 3.5 pots. Daniel starts with a quarter. This is a little bit, so that'll be 30k going into the middle with Doug having 65. So now we're playing 2 pots.
Yeah, Daniel could really go off here should he choose. He has a massive overpair advantage. Obviously, it's unfortunate at the times he runs into a 5, but there aren't a whole lot of those combinations. 5-4 suited.
I do think nice hand. I do think Doug is protected though. We did see him flat one time with aces. We've seen him flat. I think queens and jacks also flats here sometimes. So I do think there's, obviously the kings and aces range is going to be favoring Daniel, but Doug won't be completely void.
I think more like kings and queens favors Daniel. Aces and jacks probably start calling more for Doug. I don't think kings does very much calling at all. Not at that depth.
Yeah, that's fair.
Way too much ace X in Daniel's range. Way too much ace X. Way too much worse pairs.
Daniel crossing the 100k mark once again.
Nice round figure. Will we see the ... or is he just taking a tinkle?
A what?
A tinkle.
Oh, we looked up what a loo is, and it's British.
Yeah, my bad. I saw that. It is British. But now you know what it means. See, you get smarter hanging around with me, kid. That's what I'm here for.
You're definitely a social genius, remembering everyone that's ever crossed your path.
Yo, why you gotta play me like that, man?
Santiago Thomas says 1 ringer per finger, Berkey.
I'd have to put a lot of volume to get 10 rings. It's possible, though. We got that year-long fucking ring series.
Chin could be a pro sports commentator when he goes into his professional mode. Yeah, when Berkey's not around, I try to at least make the stream a little bit somewhat serious.
Professional. I do the same thing when you leave.
What time is it? I kind of want to get some food.
You just ate.
That was 2 hours ago, Berk. That was 3. That was 2.5 hours ago.
Nah. Come on. That was 90 minutes ago tops.
Trying to eat before it gets super late.
We're on that time meal plan.
Not time meal. It's just I can eat whenever, but it's kind of crazy to eat at 12 a.m.
Well, I got a dinner tonight at a restaurant that I don't like.
Who are we going with?
That's disclosed information, but I don't think there's anything on the menu that I would eat.
Where are you going? Sushi?
No, dumpling place at Aria.
Oh, that place is good.
Yeah, that's what everybody keeps saying. But here's the thing: I can't taste anything. Number 1. Number 2, do I look like a dumpling kind of guy?
It's really a shame, Berk.
Is it though?
What is Enjoy life, man. This is
I'm
crazy.
enjoying the fuck out of it, man. You think I give a shit about food? Have you seen my daily pictures? I'm just asking.
I'm just
lean.
I just don't understand.
Lean.
You can have a dumpling.
I don't want a dumpling. I have no desire to consume a dumpling. Like, the thought wouldn't even cross my mind if it weren't for this dinner. Who needs a dumpling? I'm a simple man with simple taste. You know what I would take if I were cheating? I would take some biscuits and sausage gravy. That sounds fucking good.
They're like fucking American as shit.
I don't need to go to no. I don't need to go to no $500.
They literally made
fucking
KFC
dinner.
for you. Like you literally are from Kentucky. You should have been from Kentucky.
I'm just saying, I don't need to go to no $500.
You kind of do
plate.
look like a Kentucky guy.
You don't know shit about Kentucky, man. What do you know about Kentucky?
Like you look like a Kentucky Wildcat, you know, with the blue, you know, like you got the blue, like the Kentucky Wildcat baseball player. Like that's definitely you right there. Like you know, you want some biscuits and gravy. Like I got you, man. You look, you know, hold on, let me look up the Kentucky Wildcat baseball players right now. Let me see.
You know who's actually from Kentucky?
Wildcat baseball. Yeah, go ahead.
Miss Farrah Gelfond. Shout out to the lovely Farrah Gelfond, one of my favorite humans on earth. Nobody tortures me more than her.
Yeah, that's definitely Matt Berkey right here.
Wow, big pot there. The 6 high goes down to, or maybe they both had 4. I missed it.
Linda McCabe in the building. Hello,
what up,
guys.
Linda?
Another
She's one of my
fellow Software Y Academy attendees, that of which Matt Berkey does remember.
Yeah, she's the best.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
She offered us our cabin.
Did you does
In the
does that
great
mean that
Arctic.
Derek is not the best?
Why you gotta do that, man? Ain't like that.
I mean, just I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain the whole biscuits and gravy thing to a non-American? I'm waiting for it too. I don't understand it. And I mean, and I guess I'm American. I'm not sure. Berkey, am I American or no?
Yeah, you are. Have
Thanks.
you ever tasted sausage gravy? It's delicious.
No.
You don't know what you're missing. You've never tasted white gravy?
No, fuck that.
Get out of here. You've never had breakfast before.
You've never had mayonnaise.
I don't give a fuck. That's a condiment. You've never gone to a breakfast place and gotten like...
No, you get the brown one. Oh, you always get the brown one. Why would you get the white one?
The brown gravy comes on like turkey. This is breakfast food. It comes with biscuits and gravy.
The brown one also comes on mashed potatoes.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm telling you. This is breakfast food. It comes with biscuits and gravy.
I don't have
Come on,
gravy
man.
with breakfast.
Get
Breakfast
biscuits and
food,
gravy and
New York
sausage.
City. Listen. Thing is, you're not from New York. New York
Somebody
City
educate
breakfast
this man.
New York City breakfast food is literally like the best bagel on the planet, with egg, bacon, and cheese.
So you're gonna have
and then
an
and then
egg
like
sandwich.
salt and pepper.
You're gonna have an egg sandwich on a bagel. That's your idea of the best breakfast ever.
You don't
And
understand.
you're calling me boring.
It's not boring. You just don't understand the level of
Shit's
complexity
light.
of like these bagels.
That shit is light. You gotta get
You're-
you gotta get a fat stack of pancakes, a side of bacon, some biscuits and gravy, maybe a little
Listen.
pecan pie to round it out.
Erica from Texas.
Texas.
She says biscuits and gravy. Ew. Exactly. You can stay. You're not getting muted.
Biscuits and honey. Oh. Honey.
This America.
Biscuits and honey.
Thanks for letting me be American, Burke.
I don't know what that means. I didn't even bring that up.
Nah, I'm just asking because I never had biscuits and gravy. I've never been to Kentucky, so
I don't know what's wrong with you, man.
haven't tuned in a while. Is Doug still up overall? Yes, Doug started the day up 617,000. He's currently down 105,000 minus the hands being played right now. So he is up 500k cumulative, give or take, a used Toyota Camry.
That's
That is
a
a queen.
used Toyota Camry to you?
How much is a used Toyota Camry?
$12K?
That's what I said. $12K.
Wait, what were you referencing? Sorry.
The difference between 617 and 105.
Ah. 12K.
Like, not that different. Like 500K minus 12 minus a Toyota Camry. 12K.
Ah. That's that. Okay, now I see it. Now I see it.
Hash a go-go. That place is kind of good. Which one of you could throw a frisbee further? That'll probably be Berkey. He used to be a pitcher.
Yeah, that doesn't matter, but I'll take me in all athletic endeavors.
Wow, all of them?
Versus you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's book it.
What are we booking?
Any athletic endeavor.
Okay, define.
No, I
Set
don't-
your
you said
parameters. Set your parameters.
You said any.
I just don't want to book a bet and then get into an argument about what is an athletic endeavor or not. Like, if you're gonna come up with some bullshit.
No,
like-
you said any. I'm booking any.
Yeah, but I want to know the clarity of an athletic endeavor. I don't want to hear fucking ballroom
You tell
dancing
me,
being
you tell
included.
me. Nah, you talking greasy, and then all of a sudden you say,
Just hit me with what you want to challenge me at. Man.
anything. It could be like a bow and arrow. It could be
Okay.
anything. Anything
take
is
that.
is in. No, I'm not specifying that. I'm just saying anything, including a bow and arrow and other things. It could be anything.
Okay, I just want you to set the boundaries. I just don't want to get like sideswiped by some fucking bullshit that I've never done and you have, like salsa.
No,
or some
no,
shit.
you said any.
I don't want to hear like ballroom dancing getting thrown around as an athletic endeavor.
That is much calories than your fucking
I don't think
whatever it
I don't
is you're
think
gonna
burning
do.
calories is what we're qualifying as athletic endeavor.
I don't know. Can
So-
you lift up a fucking woman up over your head and do fucking dancing moves?
I'm sure I could learn. Can you? I mean, what are we talking about here, man? You burn calories eating food.
Okay.
That's not
Well-
an athletic endeavor.
Let me know if you're backing out. It's fine.
I'm not backing out.
Anyway.
I'm telling you to state your fucking game, bro.
I didn't state. You said any. You said any. I didn't say anything.
Okay.
You said any. I said booked. Anyway,
Okay.
Daniel's up 100,000. Let me know if you want to do anything.
Let me know if you want these eyebrows off. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, that got vetoed. Giovanni says dance off.
No, I ain't dancing. Woke the dogs up.
Berkey, dancing is an athletic endeavor. Ballroom dance off. A lot of dance offs are coming through. I
Dancing
could
may
definitely do the
require
ballroom
athleticism,
dance.
but it's not an athletic endeavor.
Let's look it up.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we're gonna get a real objective definition of athletic endeavor.
Dancing. Nah, I'm just, Berg, you don't trust Google's algorithm?
Mm-mm.
Trust.
Where are these dogs coming from? Is that Charlie?
I don't have a dog. Not here.
Where's your dog?
He's upstairs. There's no dog here. What does an athletic endeavor mean?
Queen Hyde takes it down.
I like that.
There was a poll, and it has since ended. Have you ever had biscuits and gravy? 47% yes, and it's great.
Yeah, but which
21% yeah, and it's overrated.
Yeah, but the difference is that I've had it, but it's not the white one.
That's racist, man.
Oh, jeez. Is dancing an athletic endeavor? First thing, of course.
Of course. The dude says, I bet Chin could smash for longer than Berkey. You don't know
Hey,
about
yo.
my cardio, man.
Hey, yo.
You don't know about my cardio.
Hey, yo. Wow. Dancers are tired of getting belittled as athletes. That's everything I see.
Mm-hmm.
Must be those people from Kentucky. It's probably those Kentucky baseball players.
Yeah.
Talking crazy.
Oh shit. John says real men eat biscuits and gravy. Never tried biscuit and gravy says a lot. Probably never used a chainsaw or got a splinter either. He's right.
I've tried.
Tell him he's right.
I-
There ain't no
likes
fucking
gravy?
way. There ain't no fucking way you have ever picked up a chainsaw.
Have you ever shot a gun in the street?
In the street?
Yeah, in the streets.
No. But I've
Exactly.
shot plenty of guns. Neither of you, get the fuck out of here.
Yo, you wildin', bro.
You've never even picked up a fucking gun. Get out of here. Oh, Chin's so goddamn gangster. Listen, I don't care where you came from. That doesn't mean you were a part of it. You've never even fucking picked up a weapon.
Crazy, bro. You think it's like you met me after I've calmed down, like after I was a nice guy that I wanted to make something of myself.
I've seen you shoot a basketball, man. There ain't no way you're shooting a fucking gun.
Those are way different things, bro. Those are way different
They're
things.
both hand-eye.
Both hand-eye.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, bro. Just calm down and
Yeah, it's on site. Be professional.
Yo, there was like, let me not start that up again, bro. Because it was all a game for people, bro. When I said that on-site shit, but that shit was real.
Mhm.
Like, I was not joking, bro. Everybody's like, oh, I never heard of this new term. It's like, yeah, because you're not from the street. Like, you don't know shit. What does on-site mean? It's like, oh, you'll see it.
I heard some Jersey shit Red say not that long ago, and I was like, oh, it is a Jersey thing.
It's not a Jersey thing. It's just a thing. Like, I don't know. It's like quarter waters. Like, it's a thing. Chris Hoffman says, you shooting a gun in the streets doesn't make you gangster, it makes you an idiot.
That's right.
Wow.
Jackass.
You know what makes you a bigger idiot? You getting shot in the street because you didn't want to shoot because yourself.
Mhm.
Like, that's the worst thing that could happen.
You should have
Like,
fucking picked up a chainsaw.
That shit has low reach. La raza, ching, la raza. I don't know, man. You're right. Thank you.
You get all happy when you start speaking fucking Spanish.
Because I finally get to go back to where I'm from.
I'm gonna turn on closed captioning. Watch this back.
This guy needs fired.
Which
How
guy?
about I just fucking remove you?
Which guy?
See you. I don't know. Probably Daniel. Or who knows? Shooters don't talk, they're silent. Bro, this was like 20 years ago. I didn't even snitch on nobody. Like, just relax, bro. Jesus Christ. You're gone too.
So you were 10?
Bro, give or take, bro. Jesus Christ. Like, give or take. Like, it's not like...
I'm poking a lot of holes in this story.
No, it's just like, it was a long time ago. There. We don't buy it, Chin. It's okay. You don't have to buy it. That's good. That means I did a good job.
Mm-hmm. They're deep.
What was the first time you held a gun? I think I honestly was like,
I was probably
I was
like
like
8.
11. Yeah.
No, I
So,
grew
Soda,
up,
have
I
you
grew up
ever
in the
used a
woods, man.
chainsaw?
I had a 22 by the time I probably had a BB gun when I was like 6.
Have I ever used a chainsaw? Yes.
Come on.
Yeah. When my family bought this house, there was like a bunch of shit in the back, and like it was like a wilderness back there, and we had to tear down a tree.
But like, really, someone else had to
Okay.
tear down a tree.
Nah.
Come
bro.
on.
You ever used a machete?
Yeah, actually. My dad was in
Okay.
the army. He had all kinds of shit.
Okay, so there you go. You know where I come from. Anyway.
You don't use a machete to chop down a fucking tree. You use it to chop off a head.
Now you're getting it. Daniel up $120,000.
$1,000. Block bets river. Folds.
Guns. Real homies use twisted tees these days.
That's what I'm talking about. That video was great. Twisted T upside the head. Be curious to see if this ends in 15 minutes or not.
You think it'll end in 15 minutes?
3 hours has been about the average lately.
Yeah, but Daniel's winning a lot. I don't know.
True.
Just never know, right? It's like when he's winning a lot, he just plays until he doesn't want to play anymore.
Maybe he's going to break the streak of playing until he takes a beat. He's just going to fade the beat. New poll for everybody to see.
Small check raise. Gets called, turn 8. Turn third pot. Slightly less.
Yeah, this makes sense. The 8 of clubs rolling off. A little bit problematic as he is repping hands like 9-8 of clubs. Now the 9 of clubs rolls off, so his quads will largely be of the heart variety, though he is out of position defending big, so he could have offsuit hands. Hands like 10-8, or sorry, 10-9. Some 9-8, 9-7. He will also have hands that wrap around the 9. So some Jack 10 off. It's an interesting size by Doug. I'm not sure what gets called when Doug goes 2x pot there. It feels like a size that he could exploitively be over bluffing with. Just knows he lands there with a lot of bluffs, chooses that with his value as well, tries to get them to interact, but it's kind of awkward because Daniel should be checking some quads on the end. Doug is certainly going to have some overpairs, but when Daniel doesn't have quads, he has a lot of misses. He's just choosing not to bluff. Shouldn't be too much 8x.
Daniel now 100,000 on both tables.
Almost 400K in play. This is another one of those scenarios where it's like a lot can get corrected if Daniel runs particularly well in this deep stack scenario. You know, this is
Wait, so are we booked for any athletic? Like, if it's a major sport, is it auto booked?
a major sport. Yes.
Okay. Let's book an MMA match.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. Yes. Yes.
Like, okay.
You can't win that one.
I can't
You
win?
can win.
You're giving
No,
up like
not
4 inches and maybe 10 in reach.
No.
What are you talking about?
No way, bro. There's just no way.
Oh, have you done some
There's
wrestling in your life?
There's no reach. There's no reach. I'll just go on the floor.
Because you've wrestled in your life? Because you know Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Like,
No, I don't know anything.
what's the secret? Like, of course it's just a boxing match unless you've actually trained into martial arts.
I don't know. You're probably a favorite. You're right. I mean, Daniel up 120,000.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, the reach. You're taller than me too. I have strong legs. You have strong legs.
I'm giving up a lot of weight.
Yeah, but weight could be counter. You know.
I don't think you'd ever see 190 fighting 250.
I don't know. Am I 250 still? I might be. Yeah. I don't know. You each get a weapon. Chin gets a chainsaw, Berkey gets a baseball.
I want the bat, not the ball. Actually, maybe the ball would be better, given the fact that he has a fucking chainsaw.
Third winner. They're deep now on this right table. 200 big blinds effective. David says, vote for the fans. I'm going to be on the winning side of 3 polls tonight.
Is Chin from the streets? Yes, the streets of Marshmallow Land.
Nice.
Yeah, he's straight up gangsta. 8%.
Nice. That's good, man. I'm glad. Like, Jay-Z, he grew up too, you know? All of a sudden. You have to change at some point, man.
Yeah,
Grow up, make money.
Now you're a businessman.
Gotta turn into a businessman. Did any of you guys bet on Daniel? I did. I bet on Daniel.
Could you imagine us in an MMA fight where you're coming at me with a chainsaw and I just pluck you right between the eyes with a baseball? I just get like one fucking shot at it. Wind up. Foop.
That's true. You can't miss, right?
If I miss, you just run. Just fucking run.
3-bet pot, Jack 10. 2 diamonds. Probably he starts with a check. I feel as if Doug generally begins more checks on these boards and Daniel begins more small bets on these boards. It could just be a recency bias though.
I think Jack 10, he's going to do a lot more checking back. I think like 10-8, you would see a lot more betting out of Daniel.
Berkey's MMA nickname, Mr. Sticky.
Motherfucker. Motherfucking stickies.
After the check, Doug bets and takes it down.
My Litecoin's in the tank. We're almost
What are you
at
gonna
200,
do,
man. We're almost at 200.
Who cares? It's dust. Just sell it.
Nah, holding on. I'm gonna swap it for a coin.
You're holding on Litecoin?
Yeah, why not?
Litecoin.
I paid
It's gonna be
fucking
like
$20
Netscape.
a coin for it.
Yeah, Netscape people paid $3 and they were like, "Oh, but it's 100. I'm holding on." Then it went to 0. Netscape's dust.
If I lose 2K, I lose 2K.
What are you gonna do? You know?
Right now, it's worth 13K, 14K.
I got 1 big shell left in me. That's what I told Dan yesterday.
I need to start accumulating dollars so I can start accumulating more coins. I felt like Mario in in Mario Brothers. Just run around trying to bank off blocks to get some coins.
Bing, bing, bing. Who would win an MMA match? 50% say Berkey, 38% say the fans, and 11% say Chin. Wow. So what kind of price do you think I should get?
Oh, man.
This is crazy.
No, you don't get a price anymore.
What do you mean? Look at this. This is insane.
Bro.
Bro, look at what the population thinks.
You issued the challenge.
This is like at least like
I can't
7.5 to 1.
I can't help it that you fucked yourself. You were the one who opened your yapper. Saying,
I mean, MMA. We have to pick. All we said was booked.
Also, you fucked me on the Conrad bet. You talked all this goddamn shit to get Conrad's bet, and then you didn't take a single penny of it.
You're about to make so much money, bro.
I'm not gonna make anything. I'm gonna lose $30,000 on the bet.
Nah. Also, there was reasons why I didn't take that bet.
Yeah, you're a coward.
Nah, I just didn't. There were certain aspects of the bet that I didn't fully you know.
You can drug test them.
Huh?
You can drug test them.
There was a lot of honesty portions of it.
No, you can drug test them. It's fine.
It wasn't the drugs. It was the other stuff.
It's incredible that these polls get like exactly 45 votes every time.
What is the Conrad bet? Asked Sebastian Scott. Berkey, you want to fill him in to the action that you have?
Yeah, it's a goddamn joke. He has to do the 75 hard challenge and complete it. So it's 75 days, 2 workouts a day, 45 minutes each. One has to be outside. Follow a strict diet. Post progress pictures every single day. And he cannot consume any substances, which we thought was going to be an issue because he has smoked both nicotine and weed since he was a teenager. But we're 2 weeks in and he hasn't even had so much as a fucking headache. So it's GG, RIP, my money.
I don't know. I would have put a camera in his fucking room.
I don't want to see him beating his fucking dick all day.
Milk D says, still love you guys. Well, what made us not love? What made it still? Three bet pot 943. Looks like Daniels began with a check.
Checking these boards to me is strange. I guess the only upside is that Doug will bet small. So it's like you kind of get the deception of check calling a lot of your range that would have just bet the same size, but you lose the fold equity. I don't know. It's a weird texture to check. I've seen him do it with the under pair a lot, the 7s, the 8s, the 6s. He just had a snap fold here, the king queen this time.
Holding mostly BTC or ETH? Ask Hideo 588.
I'm all in bit.
I am. I'm holding an array of things for an undisclosed amount of money. But yeah, I think a lot of people that are holding mostly. I think most people hold mostly bit, unless they were like early in ETH or something like that.
I had a pile of Ethereum early, but kind of lost my taste for it. Coming
Daniel
up on
sits
the
out.
3-hour mark. Daniel does sit out. This may be GG.
Ruth Graham is back. She says mostly Ethereum here. Dominic enters the chat. He says, "What's up, Sulfur? Why late to the party today?"
God damn it,
Berkey,
Dom.
sorry, I helped Mills come up with a bet punishment. Looks like Berkey lost the bet with his Steelers losing, getting obliterated, and ending that run.
Obliterated indeed.
Berkey, did you lose money last night with Pittsburgh?
No. I don't sports bet.
I've only sports bet one time in my life, and it was somebody told me to bet on Khabib in MMA, and they were like very certain that was gonna win. So I bet 5,000, and I didn't watch the fight. And that was it. I went and collected my money the next day, and that was the end of that.
Of course you fucking won.
I didn't get punished, which is really weird.
Shocker.
I was like really expecting to get punished.
Yeah,
But
I'm sure. I'm sure you
Khabib was just a machine. Like from what I've seen,
Mm-hmm.
Khabib's he's just a machine, bro.
Probably found a way to get a good price too.
You just think I'm the ultimate fucking hustler. Like I'm not. I just bet where people tell me to bet.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it doesn't, he says. Love to hear those times. Just to give you an idea of what he did with his Conrad bet,
He's still salty over this.
I had bet Conrad 3,000. Sorry, I was risking 9,000 to win 3,000. I was laying him 3-1, and the bet was just the 75 hard challenge. And then Chin jumps in the chat, and he starts belaboring the fact that if you can't have alcohol, you shouldn't be allowed to have weed.
That's not true. I was asking.
Oh, he was asking. He was
asking.
Yeah, he was super polite about it. He was just chill. He was like, hey, yo, what about smoking weed? And we were all like, nah, weed's fine. He's like, fuck that. Oh, snappies. Free roll. Choppy. And so this goes on for like hours. And then Conrad's like, lay me 6-1 and I won't smoke weed. And I'm like, all right, man, this is a good opportunity to make this kid a little bit healthier. I'll lay him a small price at 6-1. So I think this is going to be hard. He smoked weed and nicotine his whole life. Like, all right, no substance whatsoever. I'll lay you 6-1 on 1,500. He's like, booked. And I go, Chin can take the other half. And then Chin just bows out of the chat, just disappears. Gone. Doesn't want anything to do with it. Not betting.
I wanted to...
Wants nothing. No, now suddenly I got 4,500 down and I'm risking fucking 18K. Double what I wanted to risk, right? As if things aren't bad enough, they try to goad Chin back in, right? So they're like, yo, Chin, we'll lay you a better price than we were laying Berkey. How about 1,500 at 4-1? Or sorry, 3K at 4-1. And no substance for a year. And now I have to think about this, or sorry, 75 days. And now I'm like on the outside looking in. Chin's not saying a word, obviously, because he's never fucking betting. He's a goddamn coward. And I'm sitting here watching this chat, and I'm like, okay, they're offering like a significantly better price now than I bet originally, and I still think this is gonna be hard. So I can hedge right now. Like I can literally hedge right now by just increasing my bet by 40%. So of course I have to fucking take the 4-1 action now at 3K. So now I have $7,500 down, risking 30K. Christian's nowhere to be found. So then he DMs me privately. He's like, yo, I'll take anything on this Conrad bet. I'm like, all right, please. Anything you want. Like, I'm way too at risk here. You can have up to half.
You didn't say that part.
Does it matter? It's not obvious. I'm risking $30,000 for an idiot to work out twice a day.
You got $1 million. You just say you had $1 million.
I had a day ago. It's not $1 million anymore. That's very clear.
Oh God, no.
And so I'm like, all right, yeah, take anything you want up to half. He's like, are we just trusting Conrad's not doing these extracurriculars? I'm like, yeah, like there's no reason for him to lie. We literally put a roof over his head.
You know, just $30,000.
He doesn't get 30,000. Landon's fucking backing him. And I'm like, you know, there's no reason for him to lie.
He gets 16,000 or something.
Nah, way less. I'm like, there's no reason.
He gets 40%.
I'm like, there's no reason for him to lie. What's half of 30, Christian?
Okay, he gets 13K, whatever. Like yeah, that's more money than he's ever
there's
had.
No reason for him to lie. We literally put a roof over his head. He's fucking free rolling life because of us, and you think that this guy's gonna fucking scum us? And he's just like, oh, I have to think about it. That was 3 weeks ago. I never fucking took a piece. So now I'm just fully at risk. Just
Or
basically
fully gonna win all the money.
fully gonna win it all. $7,500. This kid's 2 weeks in, hasn't had one fucking withdrawal symptom.
Yeah,
He hasn't even had a
because
tough day yet. Not one.
It's tough. It's easy when you take a poll in the room.
You're out of your mind.
All right, I mean, it's tough. I don't know. It was a tough call.
Yeah, super tough call. The only thing that I'm getting solace out of is he's winning at poker because he's fucking sober and studying.
That's nice.
Yeah. Peachy.
I hope he pays back. I hope he just, wins the money, pays back his debts.
I hope he
and,
fucking stiffs the shit out of you.
I don't care.
Pay me
anymore.
first. Pay me back with my own money.
What are you gonna do?
Mm.
Some people pay back, some people don't.
Some people talk shit. Some people sit on the sidelines.
I've backed up my money plenty times with Conrad. It's never worked out, so I'm just gonna sit this one out.
Mm-hmm.
Conrad
gets me on the hook for 2.5x what I was willing to bet.
Yeah, I didn't put a gun to your head. You decided to keep firing.
I had no choice.
I think you have
You
a good
moved
spot.
the fucking market. You literally just sitting there. They hate you so much they were willing to give you a significantly better price.
Man, that sucks. Sometimes I don't. What do you want me to say? I don't trust the kid, so I'm out. If there was a way to make sure that the parameters of the bet get met, I would gladly fire. But I'm just gonna leave that one alone.
Mm-hmm. You could drug test him. Nobody's stopping you.
Drug test, nicotine test, all these type of things.
Worth it.
We'll see. Maybe there's action to be had.
I'm just gonna fucking hit him with the random day 19 test.
What do you guys think? Would you guys fire on a trust basis for $30,000?
You acting like the trust basis wasn't understood. What did you think was gonna happen? You're out there demanding for him to start cutting more things out in order to follow the bet, and then suddenly, out of the blue, you're like, wait, we're just trusting that you're gonna do this?
Some people you can trust them. I told you this before. Some people you can trust them to do a golf bet, and you don't have to be there.
Then why go
and
to
then other people?
Why go to the bet if you were never taking action because you don't trust him?
That wasn't true. I wasn't never. I was asking the parameters of the bet. Not even for him. Just in general.
Why?
I never said Conrad this bet. I said, in this bet, do we have alcohol? In this bet, do we have substance? Not Conrad's bet, just a general bet. Then he said, I'll take 6-1 on these parameters. Never did I said I want that bet.
You know that you fought for like an hour and a half as to why he shouldn't be allowed to smoke weed on the original
Not
bet.
him, just generally.
Oh, right. It was just a general chat with me, you, Conrad, and Landon.
I said,
just generally speaking.
In this bet.
Right, with only
this challenge.
Yeah,
But,
being discussed amongst only 4 people who one
challenge.
person's doing the challenge.
I thought Landon was doing the challenge.
Landon
I thought you were doing the challenge.
I am, but neither Landon nor myself consume alcohol or drugs.
Yeah, but what if I wanted to give action too, with other people on the same action that you have?
Then set your
I
own
want to know
parameters.
the parameters of the bet.
You hide behind a veil of pedanticness, if that's even a word.
I don't understand. Are you the only person that could create a market?
The market was a
I'm
4-person ordeal where 2 people were on one side.
You were giving out free rolls all over the place. I wanted to know what the parameters of the bet was.
The whole chat took place between me, you, Landon, and Conrad.
Yeah, the major players in the betting market.
That becomes.
I wanted to know the parameters of the bet.
Sure.
I don't know, man. I would trust you. If you were like, hey, I'm going to do this bet, I'd be like, all right, I don't even got to look. And that's it. But, what do you want me to do, man?
The fact that you would trust me is why no one would bet against me.
You see? I'm just saying, man. You are very trustworthy. You're very trustworthy, and you like to trust people with bets. And there are certain people I would trust. If Dan O'Brien came to me today and was like, "Hey, I want to bet this," I would be like, "I don't got to be there. You're good. You got it." If you did it, be like, "You're good. You got it." You'd be like, "Listen, I'm gonna go shoot free." Listen, if you did the free throw bet, the Mike Town, you don't even gotta film it. You just be like, "Yo, I made it," and I'll be like, "You're paid." That's it.
Then why?
That's it.
Antagonize
That's it.
someone that you don't trust.
I didn't say it was him. This is the part that you're like little twisty of the words.
Who were you talking to if not him? There were only four of us in the chat.
To you. I was talking to the people that are creating the bet. You are. I'm asking you, like, hey,
you could create whatever
parameters.
parameters.
Take the bet. Wait.
I offered you the bet.
Too, right?
I offered you the bet.
What if I want to know if I could drink alcohol?
No, you snapped declined the bet.
I didn't. Did I say I snapped declined? I said, all right, I'll think about it.
No, I offered you 3-1. You snapped declined.
Maybe
your response was fool me once, shame on you, or fool me once, shame on me. No, well, however the fuck that phrase goes.
Because I thought you were a huge favorite.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I was a huge favorite for you to fail.
No, for anyone to fail. I think you're a huge favorite still. What are you talking about?
No shot.
You're having buyer's remorse 2 weeks in. You have fucking 6 weeks to go.
8 weeks, and it's a layup.
Look at you.
It's so easy. It's such an easy challenge. I literally it didn't disrupt my day-to-day life at all. I just have to post on Instagram more.
That's cool, man. I mean,
so then
cool. why'd you want me to back up the truck on an easy challenge? I was trying to make it harder for you, and you're fucking making fun of me for making it harder. I'm trying to make you money.
Because you upped my price.
I didn't tell you to up the price.
It's a harder bet for him if he can only win fucking 4K. Now he can win 10x that.
You have to up the price. All you have to do is get the clarity of the parameters of the bet.
It was already clear to everybody else. You were just trying to make it harder for him, and then he laid a price that I was like, okay, I'll give the kid a little jingle, and then they come back and they try to goad you back into the market by fucking decreasing the odds by 1/3. Like, sure,
you didn't like that.
Sure, of course I don't like that. I'm not gonna fucking put money at a worse price whenever there's a better one available.
Markets change, man. I get you, man. Don't worry. Next time, let's just.
No, you're a market manipulator. You're fucking in on the whole thing. I just want to know what your cut was. That's all. Just let me know. Just let me know what you're getting. That's all.
You see the difference between you and I. I would say you can shoot free throws, and I won't even ask you.
Yeah.
You just tell me you made it. You made it. You're me.
I know your sticky fingers are in there, baby. I know your sticky fingers are in there. You're like, all right, clear. You're talking to Landon on the side. You're like, yo, go clear out his fucking room. I want 25% of this. It's a fucking lock. This kid already has abs.
If you would have let me negotiate the whole thing, you would fucking be winning this.
This kid already has abs. We're good. Let's bet it.
Anyway. So let me know how much you win when you win the challenge.
I'm very likely to be 50K in the hole.
By then, Bitcoin's like 50K. You're fine, dude. You're back to being a millionaire and in all aspects of life, both emotionally and in physical form. You're fine, dude. Question for both of you. You guys think Dnegs gonna make a comeback? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. I've been watching and I think Dnegs gonna do it. He's been getting better and better. That's the thing. Daniel was so smart. And such a doesn't finish it, but yeah, you get the sentiment. Berkey, hello.
What
do you think?
Do I think he's gonna win? I hope so. I have a bet on that too. That would be a nice way for me to break even throughout all of this.
Bro, you have 8 weeks to go. Why are you still thinking you're gonna lose? That's crazy, bro.
Drawing dead.
That's insane.
Everybody that I offered a free roll to somehow coerced me into actually betting them with odds, and every one of them, the reason why I was offering them a free roll is because they were a favorite to begin with. Danielle did the same thing. She had got me for 3-1. I'm just getting got all over the place. At least with her, there's a little bit of torture. She has to fucking watch cake videos every day on IG and relish the days that she could use to eat sugar.
know, man. We'll see. We'll see. Drug test past day 40 should be mandatory.
Got to do it sooner. You don't want that first week slip up to be past the realm of testing. You got to do it like day 22.
Who knows, man. I'm just thankful that, you know, I live in a place where these and live in a and do a job that this is normal. You know, it's like we bet on things that people can and can't do. It's kind of an amazing thing.
I would think so too if I always had the best of it.
You think I always have the best of it?
Always.
I don't know, man.
Always.
Nah, I don't know, man.
You don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't know. I'll tell you what. I'll take the inverse of all of your fucking bets and see how happy you are to be on the other side.
I think I've just ran good. Like, I've just run really hot. Like,
okay. Lay me 5-1 on losing half my body fat.
I didn't lay that price. You laid it.
I said I'll take the opposite of all the sides you've been on.
7s for Daniel. Listen, you taught me to be a business person in poker. I don't understand. Now you want me to be a bad business person? What? I don't understand. You taught me how to do this. You're like, listen, treat poker like a business. Don't gamble on things.
Nah, I never said don't gamble. You should gamble a lot.
Nah, you were like don't be a degenerate. Industry. Don't be a degenerate. Don't do all these bad things. And I'm like, all right, I got you. Stay off the streets. It's like, all right. Now all of a sudden we're here, and now it's like I'm an asshole.
You need to get all the good spots.
I don't think so, man. I think it's just been a wild ride.
Yeah, a lot of variance in that ride. A lot of topsy-turvies, ups and downs.
You run hot, bro. Something, you know, what goes up comes down too, bro. Don't worry. I've been waiting for the come down.
Sure.
Like, I've been waiting for the come down. It can't just go up forever.
Depends how you angle it.
Daniel bets the turn. Gets check raise. He calls. This is kind of an interesting spot to bet call. Faces a check.
I think aside from overpairs, he almost exclusively wants to be overbetting here.
We could have sets though too that don't
sets,
overbet maybe.
Sets and over
3,
what?
4.
What? No way that's a check. No fucking way that's a check.
Did he time out?
No. Not even close. He was afraid of 8-9?
I guess 8-9 does make sense in the check raise range.
Who gives a shit? Just because it's present doesn't mean like you suddenly can't value bet anything. Bro, he checked a 4. We're talking about what his size is going to be with sets.
Yeah. No, I'm surprised he checked. I kind of feel like he might have timed out.
No. I'm 99% sure.
Timeout is like probably infinite up here, right?
Yeah. I think they have 180 seconds. Maybe 120.
Yeah, that was interesting. Maybe he just thinks he can't get called, like, ever. I don't know.
I mean, if he's not betting a 4, he's literally never bluffing that river. Maybe he doesn't have a lot of bluffs. Maybe he doesn't have 8-10s a double gutty. Is that right?
No, 8-10 is not double gutted, is it?
What was it? 7-6. River was a 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 6-5, 3 deuce. So yeah, 8-7 would be the bluff. 8-7, 8-6, 9-7. Those would all be the hands that have to bluff the end. Maybe he doesn't feel like he's reaching for them. Even if you're under bluff there, though, you just choose a smaller value bet size.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like maybe one of those spots where he just doesn't expect to get called, like, ever, unless he's beat.
I mean, let's give.
I played a hand like that versus you, like that I thought was somewhat similar. Where like I checked down like a house where I thought like I could never get called unless I'm getting raised.
Oh yeah, that was wild. You're giving me way too much credit. I would have snapped you with my hand.
No way.
Snap.
Oh my god.
That'd
be a terrible call. A terrible call. You had bottom trips.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, even better. The fucking nuts.
Stop, bro.
You say bottom trips like it's not a strong hand. Board came fucking.
It wasn't. Relatively, it was just dust.
Board came ace 5-5. I have queen 5. Like you think I'm not gonna call river when the river's an ace? After
No.
check raising huge on turn? Get out of here.
Yeah, standard. I just have like, dust. Chance Nordio says, I have a feeling Dan is going to win 200K today.
There's a giveaway.
Big. Fuck, I forgot about that. Oh, man. See, I take the worst of it. 200K. That'd be a sick day. It'd be a really sick day.
Is within reach. These stacks are deep as fuck.
They really are. Yeah, especially the right table for sure. 200K day would be pretty wild. It would make it only a 10 buy-in difference.
Got him. Dom goes, Dnegs reaches 200K. Chin disappears from the chat. Berkey left holding the bag again. Alright, I guess we're giving shit away. I don't even know what the giveaway is. I wasn't even here.
100 free subscriptions.
100? That's almost everybody watching.
It was only 5.
Fuck it, give them all away. Software's free.
Alberto's like, wait, what? No, it was only 5.
Doug pots the turn. Backdoor hearts come through. I would expect him to follow through on this card a lot.
Nice check from Doug.
I was going to say, Daniel is going to have some hearts. I didn't expect the Jack 7, but a lot of pair plus.
Probably just out of 10. Just potted the turn with 10. Just checked out.
Yeah. Alberto says, Matt, what is the painting behind you? I believe you can check it out at pokerpaintings.com. It is a digital rendition of the big game, or whatever the fuck they called it on Live at the Bike.
$1 million cash game.
Yeah, $1 million cash game, that thing. Even though that's kind of misleading. That wasn't $1 million on the table.
Are you sure? I think Oscar had like $500,000 himself.
Nah, he cashed out for that much. Everybody bought in like pretty close to min. I think Garrett covered Oscar, who bought in for like 250 maybe, and then I can't remember if I don't think I bought in deep that time because I think I was on my own. I think I just sold for that session, so I probably bought in for just 100. Blyden only bought in for 100. Dan Smith may have bought in slightly deeper. Yeah, definitely wasn't a million. Damien Lamb says, Berkey, what's your advice to those new in crypto like me? I buy Bitcoin almost ATH, and then the crash came. Should I just hold or sell for a loss? Well, I would hold personally, but it depends on how much money you have invested and how much you need that money. I think of holding Bitcoin similar to having money in a savings account. Maybe that's a bad analogy because savings accounts don't yield any sort of interest these days. Let's say I consider holding Bitcoin the same as having money in an interest-bearing account. Maybe sick of Daniel ripped here, but I'm guessing this is a single raise pot, so he probably can't without a 4 or a 3. Oh, but he finds it. The old clickaroo. This size is dangerous to me, man. Because, like, if you get smashed on and have to fold, it hurts.
Yeah, but he got a fold. It's pretty sick.
I don't think that's that surprising. I think Doug probably answers with a shove or fold mostly. No, I guess that's not true. He has overpairs that just call.
Yeah. It's nice. Nice play. It's pretty sick. Daniel crosses 150. And we see the new graphic. This is the 150K graphic.
The Jesus abs graphic. It makes me uncomfortable how tight in on the V this GIF gets. You know what? I think, Andre, I'm going to send you something. I think that this needs to be changed. I would prefer that you change it to this. So bear with me one moment. And then... let's just make it happen, man. Let's just make it happen.
I already know what this is.
I bet you do. Bet you do, Panama Red. God, I love just having Andre in production. Just ready to fucking rock. Wow, I just took a quick glance up and I saw the tassels from his robe and I completely thought it was his cock. Just thought that old Jesus was hanging brain there.
That's the first time you noticed that?
Yeah, because like usually I watch the entire GIF, but like this time I just like glanced up very quickly, and yeah, it looked like he was just in full salute.
That's all in.
Full salute. Hello. Is there really a giveaway if Daniel wins 200K?
Yeah.
Better coordinate with my man Odyssey. Mr. X says, Matt, I told you BSV is Bitcoin. One day before it pumps. I guess you did not invest. Man, people have been in my ear about BSV for a long time. I don't know, man. I don't buy into conspiracy theories. It's not for me. Also, it didn't pump. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like year to date is down. And its 6-month average is down. What are we talking about here, man? It didn't fucking pump. It's down from yesterday. I mean, we're talking about cents on the dollar, but like, it seems to be between 82.50 and 83.50 for the entire last 12 months.
25,000 going to Daniel.
Hello. I love that GIF. Man, I use it as much as I possibly can too.
Ira says it's raining in Cancun, so this stream is very entertaining. I'm glad we can help.
You're in Cancun?
Thank you for watching. I'm glad Berky remembers who you are.
Oh, Ira, you sent us a package. We just got it. Thank you. Oh, wait. Am I looking at BSV stock? That could be why. That could be why. I was looking at BSV stock. Yeah, but again... Bro. Who is this guy in the chat, man? BSV's down 50% in the last day. Or sorry, in the last week. In the last week. It was 320. Now it's down to like 175. How is that a pump? Bad information, man.
Raise.
Raisy daisy.
Gets called and pretty innocuous card falls.
Yeah,
10 never
Daniel's
really
very
changes
uncapped here. Definitely gonna have some 4-7. I think this is one of those spots where like I don't know what balance necessarily looks like, but he could 2x pot here for value.
2/3.
This feels not greedy enough. Especially if he has a hand like 7-4, because you're just not going to be against 7-8 that often, which needs to bluff. Probably not a whole lot of 8-9 in Doug's range. There's some missed hearts for sure, but they're not really going to go for it that often. You're really just targeting one pair hands. Hello! Well, I guess Daniel doesn't have it from the appearance of things. Doug will have more 7-4 than Daniel. As I imagine, Daniel's only defending the suited variety. Doug may be opening the offsuit at some low frequency. For deuce, Daniel may have a slight edge there. I don't know that Doug's opening 4 deuce suited on the button. Perhaps though. Folds. Sad. Sad face. I felt like that was a value line out of Daniel.
Could have still been.
Still could have been. But
just like 6-5 or whatever.
Yeah, it feels pretty bad though to take that line with 6-5. I mean, it's viable, sure, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like we have a lot of value bets on the end for that 3/4 size, but they all unblock the straights, and that feels problematic, especially against an opponent who's just capable of having a 7 blocker and smashing in your face, or more importantly, a 4 blocker.
Just gonna cut a small dent into Daniel's lead after that pot. The pot was pretty significant.
The rebets. Daniel back to the big size despite being 150 blinds effective. Monotone ace high board. We might see some 15% pot here. Something in the neighborhood of 8 to 1200. He likes to check. Okay. I think in general his range probably wants to be betting here, but fine. Check, check. He should own the king of diamond advantage. I would imagine we would be looking somewhere between 1/2 and 3/4 if he were to bet. He does like to check again. That leans him more towards I guess ace X, kings, queens, etc. No diamond. Very likely he checks a third time here. I don't really see any reason to be blocking. Could go like 3/4 with his diamonds and his bluffs, which is what he elects to do. Most logical bluffs are going to be hands like 5-6 no diamonds, 6-7 no diamonds. May reach into some small pairs. Oh, he flopped it. Yeah, I wish we could see Doug's hand here, because I feel like that slow play, I don't love it. I just feel like 10-15% pot on that board texture is so much more incentivized. Like, we just don't do a lot of checking on ace jack 3.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I just don't know the answers to these things. Poker's too complex.
I think it just like comes from a place where it's like, I'm gonna check and go for the home run, and then it goes check check, and now all of a sudden a diamond rips off, and it's like, okay, now I'm gonna play a small pot where I bluff catch, and it goes check check again. It's like, all right, well, I gotta get a little something for my time. I got all the diamonds.
Yeah.
River,
Yeah,
I thought
I
was
mean,
played well.
I think it's just
Turn, I think,
don't
he's actually
think-
played well too.
yeah, I think it's just you have to check something. Sometimes like you want to check the flop and with like 5-6 of spades, and sometimes it's kind of nice to have a
Yeah,
flop flush to protect. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know though.
I don't think you have to protect 5-6 of spades on ace jack 3 all diamonds.
No. I mean, not protect. Like you're protecting your future bluffs.
Fine, I guess, but like you don't have to. You can just range bet for 15%. Like if we're just betting 15% there, I don't think we need to have another distribution of strategy. We can just we can delay all that for the turn and river. Like, yeah, you're right. Like we'll have to check some flushes on the turn to protect our 6 high no diamonds that we're gonna have to blast off on river with.
We got a replay of table 2 after this pot size bet from Daniel.
Juicy. I'm always fascinated to know like how thin Doug finds a jam here. Obviously,
It just has to be a house, right? It just has to be a house. Maybe ace jack. Like this is a big bet.
yeah. I mean, we didn't see the action thus far, but like I think if he gets here with like queen jack, the money's in, right?
No.
Bro, he's not restricted to only bluff catching with the jack right now, facing pot. He only needs to call half his range. Half of his range definitely is not jack X, and he only needs to be right a third of the time. Like, yeah, it's a lot of money, but like the actual sizing itself isn't that large. He's gonna have other hands that call.
All right, let's see. Raise 3-bet, call.
He probably check calls twice.
Check 40, call. Check.
Pot.
This is probably gonna be 3-4 with call.
Hot.
Yeah, I mean, if he has queen jack, this is just a call, for sure.
Why? I mean, that means we can't raise anything but 8s plus.
Maybe ace
Maybe
jack.
ace jack. I mean, I don't know, man. That feels so thin for a click. Think about the price that we're laying back to Daniel. We're putting him in a situation where he's going to be getting 3-1 on a call. Needs to be right 25% of the time. We're certainly going to have
Daniel's
some
repping,
bluffs.
but Daniel's repping like jack X plus.
Sure. But like Doug has to have some click back shoves, right? So like he needs to continue with half his range as well. So either he's gonna start if he's calling queen jack, then he has to start calling like some hands wider than that, which I guess he'll have like 10s and 9s, or he can start like bluff shoving a hand like 9-10 that blocks jack X suited, jack 10 suited, jack 9 suited, and then jam some other hands for value that aren't just pure slow plays. Like 8s isn't gonna necessarily pure slow play. Neither will ace jack. So I think that like maybe we shove queen jack the lowest frequency, and maybe Jack 10 never shoves. But like I would think Ace Jack and King Jack definitely shove at some frequency.
Yeah, I agree with that part. Yeah, Ace Jack, King Jack feels appropriate.
Yeah, I just find it to be a fascinating spot because of the price that Doug is laying with the all-in. Like, I feel like there's a lot of meta at play there, rather than just kind of like pure math. Like, being laid 3-1, like, you have a Jack, you just call. And you're not really going to have other made hands that choose pot. I don't think you're going to have like Ace 8. That'd be fucking strong.
No.
That'd be strong if my man just went bet, pot, call.
That'd be fucking dust.
It's like, I unblock 9-10, fuck this guy, call. I unblock 9-10, I block Ace Jack, call. I block 8s, call. I block Jack 8, call. I don't know. We might see that line 0.1% of the time. In the mix.
It's the new shit. That's
It's in the
new
mix.
Shit.
It's in the mix. You start by value betting. By the end, you're just bluffing.
Min raise, check min raise from Doug on the Ace 10. Cuts call, turn 7 of diamonds. These check min raises, I'm gonna start doing at 10-20. Just somebody bets 30, I'm gonna make 60. You know, they open to 60 pre, I call. The flop they bet 30, make it 60. See what happens. It's cheap.
Cheap is nice.
Scaring those things away.
I want to see all in on the purple table. All of it.
This is for you.
The
Thin to win.
Feel like- nice hand, Doug.
I think he tripped with that hand, but small, 3/4.
Nice call from Doug on the right table. Ooh, excuse me.
I'm calling it. We don't go past the top of the hour. 20 minutes, I think Daniel was going to hang it up. Oh man, it's a battle of the gifts.
It's crazy.
There's something very comical about this. Oh, we ran out of 4 flush. I was gonna say, I'm surprised Doug didn't block river there with the 10. That makes sense.
Boom, boom. gotta grab my food.
What'd you get?
Well, it is turkey with sweet potato. I didn't get it though. It's ordered. It's like prepped.
What does that mean?
It's like it's in the freezer.
So you have to cook your food, is what you're saying.
I make it happen. Yeah.
Mama! Ma! Meatloaf! Fuck!
I'll never make my mom work on her birthday, bro. That's crazy. Come on, man. Who do you think I am? That's crazy, bro. My mom worked too hard, too many years for me to be doing that.
How old is she today?
60.
60. Wow. She's barely older than me.
Let's see what we got left. We got... Okay, I could do that. $120,000. How'd this hand go? Do you know?
I don't know. I'm getting seasick from watching the GIFs.
It's a lot, right? It's like
I've gotten disordered.
nice hand.
Single raise pot on the right. Check, check, flop on ace, king, king. Kind of surprising. Don't think that's really a high frequency check, but okay. Turn jack. I expect Doug to be putting some money in the pot now. Check.
These guys are tricky, man.
Checks back again. I suppose we're going to see a lot of small pocket pairs out of Doug here. Perhaps some queen 9-ish, queen 8-ish type hands that will check down and win. Queen high could, yep, there it is, queen 9. Queen 9 could almost value bet. It's pretty close.
It definitely, it could.
It's close.
The problem is that the jack is on the board, so
10
what
high.
does he expect to get?
I mean, 10 high has
No,
to defend sometimes.
10 high don't play.
Oh, right. Wait, no.
So
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
ace.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
that's what I'm saying. The jack's on the board is kind of tough.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Could only get raised or
doesn't
or
stop
chop.
him from betting in a chop spot otherwise. Nah, he might get loose call.
from what? The chop?
Yeah. No different than
Okay,
like 3-3 deuce.
Maybe that's the sign of respect for Daniel. He expects to
It'd
get
be like
raised sometimes.
it would be like checking down fours on 3-3 deuce.
3-3 deuce. No,
Yeah.
fours is good. Fours is a house.
Queen high is good.
Deuce 4-4.
Queen high on ace jack king is good.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like
Yeah,
he would obviously
I
bet
just-
deuces.
Right.
I mean, I guess like
No, I
deuces,
get-
deuces
I
get
get
called.
you.
Yeah. Deuces get called by queen high more often, but like
I get you. I'm just saying I think that maybe that's just a little bit of sign of respect for my man Daniel. Like,
yeah.
doesn't want to bet and get raised.
It's you have queen 9 though. That's nice. A 9 feels important. I also just think like, I guess you win when you check back too. I shouldn't say that.
All right, I'm gonna make my food after the next hand.
All right, then the real stream begins.
Yeah, Daniel stepping it up big time. My man Chance Nordio says he's up 135,000 today.
That's a lot of money, man.
That is big time. He does sit out.
Mm.
Berkey did say that
I said top of the hour.
maybe.
Top of the hour. I think it ends.
Oh, it is over. That's
Yep.
dot.
GG. There it is. Man, I'm fucking good at this game. Let's go. Let's go. Who knows?
Let's see. Make sure it's a double dot before we call it.
100.
Yeah, it's over.
He just pieced, so that should do it. 125,000. Chipping away at this lead. He's under the 500K mark, man.
Yeah, that's huge.
It's massive.
Thank you all for joining us. This, of course, it is the Solve for Why coverage of the Daniel Negreanu versus Doug Polk high stakes feud. Daniel Negreanu wins 125,000 today. It was a fun stream over almost close to 4 hours that the players did play. We are back on Wednesday, 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll try to bring the gifts, we'll try to bring the fun and a little bit of strategy as always. Thank you all for joining us. Have fun.